Hello everyone, welcome back to Vesever Storytime. I have my best Monokuma type shirt on today in celebration of us finally going through and finishing off Danganronpa V3. As said in my tweets and my Discord message, I am going until it is done today. So it might be a late stream depending on how terrible I do in the trial. And I've also got myself some lovely smoothie to keep energy up with natural sugars and all that good stuff. Who needs energy drinks and coffee? Alright, now, because this is so long, let's just get right into it. Yep. Controller, the killing game will never end, that's what you think. Alright, remember, the 5th of November? Don't miss the bullets. Just you wait this time. I'm going to do like 20 in a row. Oh, I know, at that point, I'm hurting nobody but myself, making it take even longer. Ugh. Since we're at the end, I'm probably not going to worry as much about the V's if they make it really hard. I'll still try, but... I mean, here's the difference. I mean, I wasn't playing on easy mode like you, Luke, with your skills and stuff. I've got this no skill run. Yeah. But yeah, using skills, oh man. Looking through some of the things, what they could have done for me. Could have been so nice. Could have been so nice. Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting. Yeah, we went through the entire thing with no runs. Sure, Luke, whatever.
I was in the game room in the basement.
Okay, we're checking out everybody's alibis again.
Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement,
Probably hidden room.
it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey, I didn't kill Rantaro either.
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall.
Oh.
Kyo, Miu, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom.
She used the bathroom.
I killed Rantaro.
Oh, so close to the V! So close! I pressed the other one.
Tsumugi.
Huh?
You said you went to the bathroom.
It's true. I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall. That puts her as the only one that could have killed him. She damned herself with that.
Bathroom near the dining hall, right?
What did you say? That bathroom?
Oh, Himiko's seeing that too. She's like,
What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom.
not
It's a
Smoogie.
hidden passageway.
Oh, anything but her.
One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
What?
She's like,
Around
oh
the
crap.
time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Hold on. This is all so sudden. I don't think I understand.
Wait.
Maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so. Remember that I had placed dust in the card reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
It was open from the other side.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route, the girls' bathroom.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor. And with the help of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw the Coyote's plan fail, they waited for the camera interval and leaped out of the hidden room, shot put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit attacked Rentaro with a shot put ball, left it in the library, picked up the shot that Coyote had used, and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rentaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed into the passageway, and returned to the girls' bathroom.
First, just go like a watermelon, pour a little bit of vodka inside, let it sit for a while, then just slurp it all out after.
No, it has to be some kind of mistake. Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us.
Is Moogie even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer,
Just.
Yeah, all this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
But you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Kibo and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Did you see one of them in the girls' bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right? But you never mentioned that.
But that's...
And I mean, let's be honest here. If she had seen some guy skulking about in the women's washroom, she would have mentioned that.
Smoogie, what's the meaning of this?
Can this really be true?
I saw Ryoma. Yeah, that's it.
Smoogie, is this true?
No, it's not. I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Mono Cubs! You're up! Move your asses!
Ooh, even Monokuma's like,
Father's never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer. I want to see the next chapter.
next chapter.
So please, let us win.
What?
Please, please let us win!
Let them win. You know, it's tempting. It's very tempting.
We don't want to die!
Probably.
We're like snowflakes. We're one of a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Come on, you.
Anyway, just cut it out!
I am cutting. Get it?
We don't want to die!
Ooh. No. Oh. Still gotta advance though.
Monokuma and the Mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do
You-
you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please, help us!
They're not really.
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
Oh, I almost had a 4.
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
Oh, the evidence points to Sumigi being that evident. No time, but I know for sure.
Please,
What evidence?
help us!
Go for a project list.
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't want
Clues to the mastermind. Let's see, what was that? Remember the kind of quite often. In addition, the flashback, the class from the creates flashback doors opened. Person operator is being very cautious not to be seen by anyone. I guess this.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
No, wrong button. Ah! Nope, that's not it. Yeah, it's.
I was wrong.
I was wrong. I just wanted to let them win, right? I guess yeah, it is voice
Please,
activation.
help us!
Oh, that's true
Four Eyes
because
over there
the
really the
they
mastermind?
needed the voice.
We
know
in order for the
anything.
Monokumas. So she had to go there to follow through on the threat.
Hey, let's just stop this.
There's no evidence of the mastermind.
There we go.
I'll cut through your words.
Gotta do
Before
those
being
ones.
destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something.
I have a built-in voice print authentication system. I can't birth Monokumas unless the designated person specifically says the word birth.
That individual is, of course, the mastermind.
When the mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exosols.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth.
Whatever, just give birth to a Monokuma. Are you listening? We said give birth to a Monokuma. New Monokuma. Hurry up and give birth to a Monokuma.
Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase.
Yeah, try and make a new Monokuma.
You didn't say give birth. You said make. You knew how to get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you?
Very perceptive,
That's why
Shuichi.
you specifically said make.
Very perceptive.
If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare.
I did not catch that.
Am I right, Tsumugi?
Oh, look at this serious face. He's like, I got you in my sights.
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind? There's just no way. Hey, everyone, say something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
Then refute it. We're waiting.
Huh?
I don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede. That's why I need everyone's help. I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please.
What's
He's
the
trying.
matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa.
I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Monosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is.
Oh.
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone. I know we could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
And he's gonna blow up. Yep.
Jeez, you're noisy.
Ah, Monosuke!
Oh no, it's the green vomit.
Father, why? You loved Monosuke so much.
And so much of it too.
Yeah, you're right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs. Father? See? It's getting exciting.
Yeah, this is where I'm starting to think that I was correct in my assumption that it's kind of like a Junko AI and the Mono Cubs and Monokuma. And Tsumugi's off by herself. Oops. And that, yeah, she can get help from Monokuma and they'll listen to her and what have you. But she doesn't need to be there controlling it. And as such, yeah, we've got the separation between the two. And that's why it doesn't really
Trying to
care.
reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair.
That's why, yeah, the Monokuma doesn't care that Smoogy's about to be found out because it's not her directly.
It's so heart-pounding.
Ooh, I think I need to do here. One moment. Go here, go there. What? Done. All right. We have the mastermind cornered. Why is Monokuma so calm? He should be feeling cornered as well. Forget it. We're on the offensive here. If we make the mastermind's identity clear, all this will be settled. It's me!
It has to be you.
I was very tempted to put me.
Mastermind of this killing game. And the culprit who killed Rantaro.
Was me, sorry guys.
It's you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey,
I'm Okane's twin
already.
sister.
You're
Yeah.
mistaken.
About
Because
that.
we're all friends, right?
I'm calling malarkey on that.
Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial. Although we were forced into these class trials by the mastermind, that's how we survived. It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it. Please.
Just do it!
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games. If you're really not the mastermind, then don't give up. I'll cheer you on.
Even if you say that,
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring. Hey, Shuichi, why don't we look over the case again?
What?
The comics!
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part. Now then, let's start.
Closing argument. Mastermind peeks out, and the people in the dining hall. Guessing this would be the peeks out right here. Okay. Take from that. Yeah, we got that. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh goodness, there we go. Shuichi runs! Oh no. Shuichi ran out. This one. Rantour was lured to the camera. Right above. Oh no! In the passageway in the bathroom. Can you recycle a shot put ball? Can you? I don't know, man.
This is the truth of the case.
The last one, savor it. But it was so short, it was so small.
Let's look back at
It's like-
Rantaro's murder.
So little pieces of evidence.
The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind.
Vodka Tar, I think this is the only Mew you're going to be able to see here. There you go.
The mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred. After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something. But the mastermind wanted some insurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter.
I mean, it seems over to me as well in terms of finding out who the mastermind is, but that still doesn't explain a heck of a lot of other things. And what they love to do is explain every single freaking mystery. So, it's definitely not even close to being done.
And there they waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding. It all happened the way we determined in the first trial, except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent.
See, now that I think about it, this classroom was at the top of the stairs. Going down the stairs, the library was right there. That's the reason why they wanted to stay there. They could see everybody going down and it was close by. Would have the shot put ball actually been fast enough to have rolled down the duct, through the ductwork, thumping down all the books all the way towards the end, hitting that, then going down, and then smacking on Rantaru's head? Or whatever it was going to be before Tsumugi suddenly comes out, before Shuichi would reach there, as he's running, because he started off as soon as like right here before she threw the ball, so he had a running head start. I mean, unless she like hucked it down the vent.
At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede said.
She might have, though, considering that she made several rows of books.
Unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot.
So this way, as it comes out of the thing, it would go thump. Stairs suck. I go down them fast. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, it was one row or two.
The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently.
Oh, hi, mate. Don't worry about the sand rocket. I don't know, that's an OP weapon. I don't think you should get that.
Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro.
The potato will be too strong.
He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that.
Wants you to call it the red rocket? I mean, there are red russet potatoes, right?
But his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind. And in their hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball.
That is true. Rantaro did help Cheese through his death.
Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the masterminds.
So they decided to give the blackened image here her glasses. But normally they don't show any details on it. So but it's totally still the boy's body. Do that?
The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put
They had her
ball at the
backpack?
scene.
Oh. Maybe I just totally haven't been noticing. The glasses were just strong enough for me to notice.
They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body.
Interesting.
Those things
You're
in
right.
hand,
The Kaido one did
they
have a
retreated
coat.
back into the
Okay.
hidden room.
I don't know why these glasses just jumped out at me far more than those did.
I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was
Green
probably
blood.
hidden from us. We went to the class trial and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind.
I know. What's up with that, right?
After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence. They probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did.
Yeah, which is interesting because the Mother Kuma specifically was saying, like, yeah, about time you got here. They were expecting them. Well, I guess she saw them with the camera heading there.
Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall, but looking at the survivors. Only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please, refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi,
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up! Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I can watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi!
Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
I think she's about to just go, whatever, I'm bored of
You're
this.
tensing up again!
I still want to live, so please don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
It's Junko Enoshima!
What?
'Cause it's always been her. In the Hope's Peak killing game, and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she?
Technically, yes. Even in Ultra Despair Girls, she was manipulating the kids as the other ones there.
Then it's like that this time too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Is?
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited. You pressed the button by accident.
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is what?
I'm in the same way as Monokuma. Is what? Sounds like she's stalling for time.
Commercial break.
No, it isn't.
See? We're a good comedy group too, so please don't...
Just like that.
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Me!
Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Vod guitar. Vod guitar. Oh, are you excited? Are you excited? Ah! Boom! There you go.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
And as promised, Vod guitar. You know, she showed up. A lovely, full, well, not necessarily full screen image of her without text. There you go. Enjoy. Now here brings an interesting fact. They've already showed that Tsumugi has cospox from trying to cosplay as somebody who's real. So... what's that say about this? Are they saying that it was all just a story that was not really a Junko Enoshima? That these other Danganronpas were fake? Or is the cospox thing a whole fake?
Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
53rd? Wait, what? The new Ultimate Despair.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
There's 53 iterations for it, and this is the show. Wouldn't that just get downright boring? Why are people still watching? If it comes to the end every time and it's always Junko Enoshima, I'd be like... again, whatever, change the channel.
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
Or was the Tsumugi the alternate costume? Welcome to the hated part of V3. I kind of gather that's probably what it is. Because with your everybody's comments about beforehand throwing everything that happened in the Danganronpas being thrown out the window, that's why I'm assuming that Tsumugi's cosplaying, and yeah.
Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
A lie?
It's a lie!
Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima!
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
Excuse me.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
Yeah.
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is. You're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right?
Now, here's the thing. I don't think she's a perfect replication. Why? She's not switching forms often enough. She's not really turning between several different kinds. Really, every couple lines. Nah, she's been the same. Too long.
If they kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Disappointing.
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative.
Fake news!
The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher project, and my inner Junko told me.
My inner Junko. I see.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
Ooh.
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
Are these new sprites for her? Because they look very clean. I don't remember them looking this clean.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their
Wow.
believers, right?
Then
Okay.
Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
I'm like, the highlighting and everything.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know? Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
But I just found a flashback light that says otherwise.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
For Kokichi.
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
You're what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it. There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recall. That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Oh
We all
no!
remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
Please just all spit it out at
We
once.
just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human
Oh,
history.
we have to listen to all this again.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
It was all caused by a single high school girl.
Only one?
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans.
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it.
Who?
But it doesn't
I know, I
match
was
what's
thinking like,
written in the history
Miracle
of
help
Hope's Peak Academy.
too. Determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference!
Oh boy!
Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. Alright! Time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
Woo! Let's see how much we remember from the previous games. Oh, okay
The
then.
biggest, most
The biggest, most awful was the ultimate despair. Okay. Term ultimate despair can be for both the group and the events caused by Junko and Shima. D78 class. Okay.
awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The ultimate despair!
Hey, Silver. Yes.
I did everything in my
We're
power
here at the
To
end.
spread despair over the entire world!
Yeah, no, it
The
wasn't
biggest,
just
most awful,
just her.
most tragic event in human
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world. The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student
No,
of
I
Hope's
pressed the
Peak
wrong button.
Academy.
Press the wrong button. I keep for some reason hitting the left trigger instead of the right for the
That
slowdown.
event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world. The cause of all that despair was just a single high
School girl.
Exactly. What about Miracle? What about the remnants of despair? What about?
One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember, but that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
Uh-oh. No, it's not coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Yeah, the Junko sprite's really nice.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on. But the worst-case scenario was avoided. Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point those out next. I had to stop and ask. So this is new, right? It looks nice.
Most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
Yeah, no, they cage themselves in. And that's what the
most awful, most tragic
event in human history happened. Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
There we go. Another V.
Wrong.
Yes. Yeah, because it started off with them. They were sealing themselves in.
It wasn't
And she
the
just
ultimate
happened to be
despair
there.
that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy.
That's right. I mean, all the previous games were just all half-assed, right? Yeah, that's it. That's totally it.
We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since
Oh, you had
Hope's
to be
Peak
scouted.
Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought, there's something wrong there. Why? Why are our memories so different? Yes, we had to be scouted. Not applied.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
Yeah. Bam! All these. To make up for all the previous trials.
We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island.
Ooh.
But remember what Rantaro said?
Well, the truth. Wait, this was pre-memory erasing Rantaro. So, well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. True Impact, hello, thank you for that look. I hope your homework is going well. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game.
It's going, eh?
He was not present at the 2 killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
French accent intensifies. Exactly. You see, Silver, I figured that with these fake memories, perhaps they might have been like totally different people. Because right there we had the old, he was the old, Cheese was saying he's the ultimate adventurer before, then he became the ultimate survivor. So what's just saying that they didn't just give them all new personalities? So maybe he was a French adventurer earlier in the previous game. And then when he went into this game, he become more like Nagito. Because, you know, you just gotta find that mastermind and help spread hope once again.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair, but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair.
And if he wasn't really a remnant of despair, that actually further helps show that they could have given them fake identities.
The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes.
Loved you more than anyone. I don't know, man. I don't
So
know.
where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
Proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair. Oh, good lord. This, I think, his motive video.
This is it!
Because he was saying that he was a member of something else.
The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader. Because Mayhem the world over is the leader of the secret organization DICE. And by mayhem, I mean petty, non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 little goons working for him. Those goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
He wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Oh dear. Oh dear. It begins! The Nihipocalypse! Oh man.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
And this is all after we found out that he's not a remnant of despair. He comes back laughing from the shadows at us. Sure had you guys fooled. Although he was always like, what? Remnant of despair? What are you talking about?
But it's still not possible.
Because it was that extra flashback light. I want to just say flashlight. Flashback light that's...
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Junko. Oh, despair?
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you
Yeah.
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh yeah.
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover.
Oh dear lord, what the hell is that bait? They have a new thing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is scary. What is this? Lunar rat. I see. I play like a rat in Tarkov, it's true. I ain't no Chad, I'm a rat.
However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories.
I gotta say, I'm happy that a lot of these little modifications that you can do fit so well on my face for these emotes. It's like perfect.
We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Then what was it for?
Implant new ones.
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are the flashback lights used for? Why can you select different memories? And what does it mean if those memories contradict each other? If I put all the pieces together, it'll all make sense! We'll be able to see the real truth. I was thinking fake, but the flashback light does what to memories? Not restore. Slander! Oh, goodness gracious. Why, hello there. Implant? Thank you. Yes, that is technically what they do. Huzzah! He should be in bed, but then he brought up some rat emotes. I know that he got like super excited. He's like, you know, I gotta go do this.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything.
I know I've asked you this before, Slander, but I'm going to ask you again because I forget. When you have those DK streams, and I sit there and I send you a message through Google Translate DK translating, and then you respond back in English, is that harder for you because you're reading it in Danish and then you have to translate it in your head to English? Or is it easier, or is it harder reading English, saying English?
It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
I know. I every time he's labeled as a DK stream, I always sit there like, okay, and let's see, type this up and translate to Donkey Kong. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah. I don't know. Apparently he can understand, so. And then yeah, and then Slander was like,
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights. What are real memories?
it's true. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, both DKs. And I mean, really, it's Donkey Kong Jr., right? Because Donkey Kong is Cranky Kong. If we're going into like the Diddy Kong era. Your Discord, you're like, Discord talking will be Danish. Oh, I see.
They were memories to be implanted inside us.
I was all about playing as Dixie. I love the hair twirling, being able to go out. In fact, out of all the Donkey Kong countries, Donkey Kong Country 2 was my favorite. I found Donkey Kong Country 3 was too childish in tone and for the color palette, and I hated having Baby Kong. Freaking, But Donkey Kong 2, it was a lot darker tone, it seemed a lot more serious, and oh, that soundtrack. Dang.
That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other.
Have some peanuts. Hey, at least he's not asking to take your pill.
Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
not real. They were all false memories.
Wait, Shiva. Aren't you supposed to be having a thing now? Was it like a very short? Is it about to start?
They were all lies.
Lies?
So I'm interested in seeing that announcement later. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
What a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies!
Are you still putting out the announcements through your YouTube or whatever it says you said on your Discord? I haven't had a chance to look since I went live, and you had made that one earlier post.
Then everything was a lie! All the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing!
Oof.
Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
How despair-inducing would that be?
Huh?
None of this matters. Whatever.
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
Now the real question is, if that's the case, this is a sense of deja vu, it's not actual memories, will that fade with time and the real memories eventually come forward? Or...
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Hey, you guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst.
definitely not like a real Junko. So many errors.
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Well, yeah, he said as much earlier, right? Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me. What? Which means the mastermind who snuck Akuma onto the Ark is... me!
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side.
Cult leader confirmed, you know. I like to say the story time here is my own personal little cult, you know, where we can gather and spread stories. Now, what those stories are is up to us. So it could be webs of lies or something else entirely. You don't feel bad about that, Rocket, no more? Oh.
So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
That's right. Give me all the points. Throw those pages at me. Just do it. Oh yeah. Ooh, that feels good. Quite clearly, I need to make something that's a little more expensive for people to throw their points into. There's a couple extra for you.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy...
Alicia, this feeling is wondrous. Just... oh, yeah.
Made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
As things fall down.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair.
You controlled us with that big memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now.
Whoa. Oh, wait. No.
New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
Yeah, guitar. You know what? This one's for you. You know what? Just because it's for you. VOD guitar. So we got this, and we'll even do a little, because now that I remember. Oh, wait. Oh, it didn't work. There. It's a nice picture, anyways.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it?
Ooh, he's going to be so happy with this trial.
Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk...
I'm a little disappointed right now in this Junko. I mean, I have to be totally honest. The first Junko kept changing a lot. In D1, in D2, she changed a lot as well. here all we're getting is like just between Tsumugi and Junko. So she, you know, not a perfect replication in the least.
You guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
Disappointing.
You were controlling our emotions? Even though we're...
Oops.
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
What is it, Duke? What is it?
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
If as long as what you're about to say is, don't worry, it gets better, that's gonna be great. But if you come at me like, sorry man, this is all it's going to be, I'm going to be disappointed. Very disappointed.
Oh, the memories were fake.
Okay.
What was everything till now?
An army of Junkos. Oh man.
That memory, and 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 that.
It's like it's a different Junko. Wow.
They were all good
Who would have
memories
guessed?
then.
But that's the thing though. She said she's a perfect replication. And that's what I'm drawing issue on. The fact that she's saying that it's perfect.
Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kind of just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Then, who are you?
Who are you and what do you do? Got a couple questions. I want you to answer them immediately. Who are you and what do you do? V, what's the truth if everything's a lie? Well, cheese. First, I'm going to go get myself a pepperoni. I'm going to put it on the pizza. I'll put it with 9mm bullets. Oh man, that's a classic. Of course, anybody who doesn't know that, Arnold's pizza delivery line just won't get it. But if everything's, what's the truth? Everything's a lie. That's a good question.
I don't know who you are.
That's a very good question.
What's not to understand?
I
Became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Enoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
What?
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
Oh, there you go, guitar. Look. Here's a nice up and down for you. Oh. And the song.
Just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
I mean, look at them. Look how clean and good they look, except for his eyes. They screwed up on his eyes. Just this white little.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Hey, Kazuichi.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
They better do a Gundam Tanaka.
Yes, it's my cosplay.
Don't stop! Bring me Gundam! How dare they tease me like that? They bring Hero, but not Gundam?
I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them.
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
I see a Nagito wig.
Number of characters?
Make me a Gundam. Now, are we talking about I will be a Gundam? If so, what Gundam would that be? That's a good question. I need to watch more Gundams again. Gundam's hamsters were floating. Oh, yes. Gotcha. I understand now.
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Too many Gundams flying around between Gundam Tanaka and Gundam Wing. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I got the theme song in my head. I can't really replicate it.
Because Tsumugi told us.
Just because I've been seeing you building Gundams of late. Yeah, the opening song is beautiful. Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. So unforgivable, I break out in Cospox if I even attempt it. Okay, yes. Okay.
You remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
So then, what does this mean?
What?
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
What Hope's Peak Academy was? Smoogie can cosplay as them. There's only one possibility. Fictional. And then that's why everybody's upset.
It's all fictional?
So this is why everybody's upset, because essentially they went and be like, those are all fake. They never happened at all.
Fictional?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist.
I suppose that's something like, okay, the novel Battle Royale. No, wait, what? Huh? It gets worse? Oh dear lord, oh no. Oh no. So, in which case, if something like that came to real life because somebody's like, hey, I like that book, let's do it. Oh, too sick to step down. Sorry to hear that, Bait. Yes, you rest, get yourself better, we'll chat to you later.
Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
Tugami!
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Her voice sounds different. Or is that just me?
Danganronpa? What? What are you even talking about?
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
It's Meekin! But it's not Despair Meekin. Sorry.
That's right. Me, that nasty pig Bart, and everyone else are all fictional.
They had to pick this version, not her adult one? Disappointing.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah. Up till now, you thought fiction was fact.
Fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
There's the golden katana flying around. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Peko? Instead of a bamboo sword, they used a real one?
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
Oh, dang. Look at Mondo. Whew. They did a good job with him. His hair looks really nice too, despite still looking like a corn cob.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see.
Oh, Ibuki, oh, he's hot, isn't he? Yeah. Would you like to touch that corn cob, wouldn't you, Slender?
A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world.
Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real?
Why you gotta show me that image? Why you have to show me her?
Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kind of lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So if you want to make me your enemy...
Then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Danganronpa itself?
But why? Why would you do this? Why make us think it's real?
Well, duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
Woo!
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction.
Ultimate real fiction?
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction.
So
right?
where they get...
The world outside is fine, right?
Hope?
That's right. Of course.
How did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
Yeah, I was about to say staff. What?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed.
Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
That ain't happening.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin-headed... Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know?
Forget about the world! It wants nothing to do with you! The walls of this academy are your world now! The outside world is of no concern to you! The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
I don't know. Is that right, guys? Do you not care? Oh, look at all the real faces. They're real peoples. Bring on the spoilers. Let's get us. Do what you watch.
What? Who are these people?
I think they captured the essence of online comments very well there. I'll give them that.
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers.
Watching us?
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
Can you imagine if you're playing a Danganronpa game like this? You go start it up, and then there's a little permission thing. It's like, blah, 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 Danganronpa is requesting access to your webcam. And then there's a little disclaimer saying that it may take photos or whatever. You say, oh, sure, it might be fun. And then you forget about it because it's not mentioned in the trial at all. Or anything. And then suddenly it gets to one of those things, going through here, there's like pictures of everybody who gave permission for their pictures to be used in the background of that. And then you see yourself on there, you're like, oh, what? That'd be pretty cool.
So this was all a show.
Or if you
this
upload
whole
it.
killing game.
I guess you could also choose to upload a profile avatar, but then you'd have to worry about them policing it for naughty things, what have you. So with the Danish going, was it all right with the Discord, etc.? Unfortunately, Slender, as I don't speak Danish, I can't follow through any of the conversations myself. So pretty much I'm left with just gameplay and anything that you do to make it entertaining, and or with the English parts. So that's about as much for me. As an English speaker, I can't enjoy it as much as if I did speak Danish. What? If you're going through and you're like, you were responding to chat though. Every time that we were talking to you, you would respond in English. You wouldn't be trying to speak Danish to us. And you would hold a conversation.
Yeah. Everyone in this whole peaceful world watches this show.
Let's just let our hearts fill with joy for a moment here. And fill with hope.
Peaceful world?
Joy, hope. I know.
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and all the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game.
You try to? Do want to split up and want to stream some Warcraft? It's tough. I mean, I'll speak to you with more about it through Discord if you want. Because, I mean, there's... Depending what you're looking for, I mean, I have different things I could say for you. And so on as well. But, yeah. Or actually, they asked if you're streaming. You're like... Maybe? What I do like is, I mean, she's taking turns cosplaying through everyone, right? I believe in Keebs. My husbarindo, Shuichi! Ah! They even say husbarindo in here. First.
Wait.
Basically the Purge, the TV show. The Purge is just where all crime is legal for 24 hours, so it doesn't really matter. There's no set rules or anything. It's just you can do whatever, just try to survive. I get where you're coming from, but this is, I'd say it's a bit more structured than a Purge. But then again, we don't know the rules for this yet. And to be fair, I've only seen the first 2 Purge movies. I haven't seen Purge the beginning and then some of the other ones, so they might have changed since then. I only have the first 2 to go off of.
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary.
Oh, the world of the
It is so very peaceful. And so, it is so very boring.
Oh, Celeste, how have you very missed you, yes.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
We created this ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan.
Yeah, no, if you're talking about that way, then yeah, I could see that.
Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone.
Her voice got deeper, so it sounds different. Gotta stop smoking and drinking all that whiskey. What can I say?
So it's everyone's killing school semester.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
Ooh, even Ifumi sounds a little bit different.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game! Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
Okay. Cheese, please don't beat me up for this. Don't send me nasty messages, but the overall world that she's describing right here to me does make more sense than the other Danganronpas. So I can get behind that. And I can enjoy this world. But I do also understand that them throwing out all the stories of all the other games there is a big, like, what the hell? Had to get the original VAs. Yeah, I know. Time flies. I mean, it's been how many years between them and so on. So voices change. I understand. I'm just doing some lighthearted teasing for that. As angry as it used to be, don't mind now. Yeah, I mean, to me, this world does make sense. I was having a hard time wrapping my mind around how the big event and how Junko could orchestrate all that stuff. I mean, I think Duke could. I think we've sent some messages back and forth where I'm like, I can't see how Junko would ever be able to do this. Well, but this book says, no, I don't care. It doesn't make sense at all. But the book says, and what have you. But it's just like, there's, I understand anime, you know, you got that OP people in anime and you can't touch that. But this is a bit more believable. Never got angry. I mean, she's not so bad so far. I mean, when you think about it, she's just going off the source material right now. Until she got found out.
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
The menu! Yes, I understand what you mean by going full meta.
What is this?
Slander, I am at the very end. This is the very end.
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
Finally, I was waiting for Gundam. They've like done some characters 2-3 times now. Why bring Hero back so much? Give me Gundam.
What do you mean?
As you're sitting down as a DR fan, and you've been told everything is a lie.
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
There you go.
How long has it gone on?
Now, here's the thing, though, Duke. In a way, how I see this is it's a big... acknowledgement towards the fan base as well about how popular Danganronpa is, and being like, yeah, you all made this world possible, and here it was, blah 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 blah. And it's like a big show. This is like into this is us. We're here. It's putting you into the game. Uh-oh, it'll change. Oh no.
Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
I know. I mean, that's the tough thing. You guys have that finish thing. Like, yeah, no, it gets worse. Don't worry. You might be okay with it now, but just wait.
Shuichi, what do you think?
What?
What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on?
Well, she said 53.
You should be
53rd
able
one.
to tell from the logo.
Wait, what? That's what it said. Or is it 57th stream or something?
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
They kept the Teru commentary as well. Son of a... You tell from the logo? 53. And this killing game is... Oh. Alright then. V3. I like what they did with the title there, actually, to be honest.
The 53rd one?
I like it's sneaky. It's sneaky. I understand what they did. Oh man.
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
And the interesting thing is they had to do it this specific way. Because if they tried to put another Roman numeral in there, it would have been like, what? Why are you guys naming it like this? At least V3 like, oh, it's because the Danganronpa 3 anime doesn't count as a game because it's an anime. So we have to do V3 as the game. Which is what I was thinking.
In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53!
That was the excuse they made, yeah. It's really 54.
Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3.
Despair Beyond Hope, Monokuma Returns, Dream, Hope's Name, Shin Danganronpa. Oh my goodness, look at these. Despair's Counterattack, the Anniversary Birth of Despair.
The seasons just kept coming, and with it came more killing games. until it transcended games and anime to become this, the ultimate real fiction. And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
53rd season?
Can you imagine if there was somebody, because with the survivor perk going to the next game, if there's somebody who made their way through every single season, how amazing, how hilarious would that be?
What? Did a letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
But isn't it just rad how it looks like a letter, but it's really a number?
It's Danish radio. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Our title is the 53rd, as this is the 53rd game we have masterminded.
There we go.
It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it.
Since this is the 53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters.
But you only have memories from the first two, so you wouldn't recognize any others.
That's why I've limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters.
Is it sinking in yet? This killing game is just the 53rd season of Danganronpa.
The 53rd Danganronpa. Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game.
So how would the rest of the game play out
That
then?
is what the world desired from you.
So yes, I'm the mastermind. But the real mastermind forcing you to do this is...
Everyone else.
the people of the outside world!
Who's the mastermind? Hi, I'm the mastermind. And I'm the mastermind. I'm more blackened. But I'm the anti-mastermind. Despair.
The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this.
The whole world is the real mastermind?
The reason I made this world? The reason you guys did the killing game? It's all because the outside world wants it, you know? It's not just me. It's everyone involved in this project.
Project?
What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something?
The ones managing this killing game are psychos like the remnants of despair.
That's true. All those time Cheese was saying he's the mastermind? It all makes sense now. Oh, you guys were playing me from the start. I see how it is.
They're literal managers! Literally! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running this show?
Danganronpa? Yeah, Team Danganronpa. Well, I'm curious what other things they've got here. Because that's a little on the nose. High school? No. Oh, it's just two different high school logos? Yeah, no, it's Team Danganronpa then. It is that.
I see it.
Yeah, it appears so.
Team Danganronpa?
Yeah, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa.
You guys are behind in your studies! The audience knew the answer right away!
It's in the title credits at the start, too.
Ah, there's Becco. Fourth walls are gone. I mean, they're really committing to it at least. You gotta give them that. Hey, look at how nice those titles look, though.
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
A heart-pounding killing game brought to life by Ultimate Real Fiction!
Shut up!
This is stupid, stupid, stupid!
You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game? No matter how many false memories we've been implanted with, we aren't fictional!
You sure about that?
What?
If your entire persona here is fake due to being given a flashback light.
I can wait. I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already.
That's impossible.
All right, you have
Didn't I
yourself
tell you
a
that you had
wonderful
no homes to go back
morning, Slander. I'll catch you later.
What? Why not?
Because you're just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa.
What happens now is right.
Just like you?
Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys?
Who are we? Well, right now it looks like we're fictional characters.
We're the same. We're all just like you?
That's right. You're all fictional too.
Spare me, Ken?
We're just fictional characters created solely for this killing game.
Nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid. Danganronpa's that kind of property.
What are you saying?
We're not fictional. We're living, breathing people.
So now here's my question. Considering they're all ultimates, that they're whatever, and that now that we know that they're fiction, does that mean this company can give ultimate tier abilities to people? And if that's the case, does that mean all the regular people in the world could technically also be ultimate tier? To fake them?
Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood.
Yep, you're all fictional.
Because, I mean, Maki was able just to leap out of an XSL, boom, fire arrow right into Kokichi's back, no problem as well. She has the true skills of an assassin. I don't think that's something you can just, although I guess if it's placed, and that's the thing, if it's placed in your brain.
You guys out there beyond the fourth wall already knew that, right?
Unless, technically, oh gosh. What if there's additions? And they picked the people that were close to the role that they were going to give them. Thus, Maki has, you know, she's athletic, able to do all those exercises, she has decent aim and stuff. They gave her that. Shuichi is good at solving puzzles or whatever in real life, so they're like, hey, we'll give you the ultimate detective. Thus, make it also easier for them to fake those skills.
You all didn't look like this when you first came to the Ultimate Academy. Those were your true selves. Now you're all just fictional characters. That's the truth.
that's the truth, then our real identities are just normal people.
We're just normal, average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever.
What?
When you guys came to this academy for the first time, you were just boring, everyday high school students.
You were average students with no talent. Just like me.
But boring everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa. So you were all made more suitable for your new roles.
Everyone remembered thanks to the first flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters. Much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer.
It was at that point that the prologue of this story began.
A talentless killing game? I mean, let's be honest. While a lot of their talents aren't necessarily used, except for, I know Danganronpa 1 Leon used his ultimate baseball throwing. But I mean, okay, let's rephrase it differently. Ultimate talents make some of the killings more obvious who it would have to be. Whereas if it was just regular people, you wouldn't be like, oh, well, only the ultimate basketball or baseball thrower could have made a shot like that. Then it's more like, well, anybody could have done it.
Ultimate talents are all just fiction. Our talents as well?
Yep. Your talents are a bunch of lies. I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kinda like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out.
But it's not just your talents, it's your personalities, families, memories.
It's all fiction, created by the flashback light.
Can you really say you're not fictional now?
Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and past are all fiction.
Can you really say none of this is fictional now?
Wait a minute. What are you babbling about?
Okay, here's my question then. They're all fictional, and they're playing as fictional characters, not their real selves. Tsumugi cosplayed as one of them in the trial and got the cost box. So how does that happen considering she was cosplaying as that fictional version of them?
Our identities, personalities, talents, and pasts are all fictional? That's stupid!
It's not stupid! Isn't this what you all wanted?
Those years after it's all okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world.
It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love.
No way! Are you saying we wanted to participate in this killing game? That's not possible! How could we ever—
Please, everyone, take a look at this.
Number 154. My name is... I've always been such a huge fan of Danganronpa and always wanted to be in one. If I were a contestant, I would want to be an ultimate detective. I know there's been a few in the past, and I've always loved those characters. So I would want to be one of them. But I don't have to be a detective. I'll be anything to be part of the show. And I mean that. Anything. I do anything to be part of Danganronpa.
Would you be the ultimate male go-go dancer?
I promise, if I get selected, I will work as hard as I can.
Pregame Shuichi stole my girl's heart. I know what's happened. What's with that?
I will come up with the best, most gruesome murders, I promise. Everyone will love it.
Well, he certainly lied to them now, didn't he?
And an ultimate detective hasn't been the blackened yet, so I'm sure I could do that. I'm also thinking about the perfect punishment for an ultimate detective.
Thanks for lying, Shuichi.
What was that?
Sounds so excited about it. Yeah, he was. He's like, yeah!
Wasn't that you, Shuichi?
No, it can't be. I'd never say something like...
You wouldn't say that now, but this is you before you became who you are now.
What?
When we saw your audition tape, we had a flash of inspiration. The weakest ultimate detective ever. Wouldn't it be great to see him grow?
And that's why we made your character and had you join the gang.
The rest of you are no different. You auditioned and were selected as well.
Auditioned?
Yeah, you were all so excited when you were selected.
I believe it was right after you all received your ultimate wardrobe.
Huh?
What am I wearing?
How nice!
Looking good. Now you look more like Ultimates.
Huh?
Ultimates? Really? Yeah, I remember this. Next up, the memory you've all been waiting for.
You guys are ready?
Hell yeah, get ready! Once the seal is broken, we'll be in the domain of the killing game. Killing game?
Could it be...
We were selected?
All right.
We got picked? Really? All right. I don't remember that part. Oh, really? I'm selected for it too?
We really said that?
That's a lie. I have no memory of that.
You just forgot is all. 'Cause of the flashback light we used on you.
The people you used to be are gone. You're fictional characters now.
So does that mean Kibo is a real boy? Or is he actually a robot?
Do you finally understand? You are all flesh and blood fictional characters.
So you got nowhere to return. All that stuff's fiction too.
Then my friends and family. My whole life before coming here.
All fiction. That's what a backstory is.
You can't go back home, because there is no such place. Just like how there's no Togami Corporation in the real world.
The only place we fictional characters can live is in this fictional world. Only in this world. Only in Danganronpa.
Only in this world?
Yes! The place you're actually trapped inside is the Danganronpa world! That's why you guys can't leave this place! That's why your only option is to continue the killing game here! You're all fictional characters, created to kill each other! It's what the world wants! That's why there's nowhere to run.
Enough. I don't want to know anything else. I've had enough.
That reaction!
You fell into despair. It's times like these you need to look to your friends for support.
However, all your friends are fictional too.
For example, even Kaito's illness was given to him as part of his character.
What?
I was the one who came up with that plotline and gave him that virus. I was also the one who came up with the plotline where you fell for Kaito.
It's your fault.
What are you saying?
Then what about Tenko? Was she always defending me because...
Because that was her character. It's the same for me, too.
A character created to bring excitement to the killing game, much like myself.
So the killing game swelled with excitement. Even my pants started to swell too.
Oh dear.
You're telling us this is all a lie? Even my feelings? Are you saying even those were lies?
Well, if you're going to call fiction a lie, then yes. Everything in this world has a writing credit. All our words and actions.
I can make a virus per person? I mean, she probably just injected him. That's all she would have had to do, just inject him with some kind of virus. I mean, I'm sure they could genetically engineer one or something.
Are just a bunch of lies.
Like when they were passed out, they gave it to her? Yeah.
For example, an unbreakable vow of brotherhood is just a simple plotline.
You said it, bro! However, that was a splendid plotline!
Even that thing Kaede said that moved Shuichi's heart.
What?
I believe in you, so you should definitely believe in yourself.
That was a lie, because the real Kaede said...
Screw you! I hate you!
I'm perfect for a killing game. I don't have any faith in humanity.
And who could forget Kaito's inspiring line?
Don't forget, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
That was a lie! Because the real Kaito said...
Bro, man, look at his eyes.
I'm not just gonna be in Danganronpa. I'm gonna kill everybody and win! Once I've got fame and fortune, I don't gotta worry about what's impossible.
It's all fiction! It's all a lie! Every single thing that has happened in this killing game is a lie!
It's all a lie? The reason we're all here right now is because of them. Because of them, I was able to change. As I was trying to live for them, too. I was trying so hard to stay positive. But if even that's a lie... It swirled into blackness.
Why am I here? Why did I even survive this long?
This is fiction. There's no greater meaning. No greater meaning to death. No greater meaning to life.
There's Izuru.
It's all fiction. There's no meaning to be found in any of it.
So boring.
It's so gross I could just barf.
Well, I guess it makes sense you wouldn't believe all this stuff.
How about that? You in despair yet? It will be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule. Danganronpa's all about despair! The reason this killing game's so popular, why it's gone on for 53 seasons. That reason is despair. Viewers flock to see your despair.
That's why all those people out there look so happy! See?
There we go. I'm happy now that the other Junkos are here.
What is this?
Despair? Is this despair?
Is this what the outside world wants? Is this what they want from us?
Oh, don't have the energy to yell? Well, yelling for help is useless for fictional characters anyway. It makes the viewers even more depraved and obsessed when they feel sorry for you. They watch, knowing that they shouldn't, just to revel in the depravity of it all. That depravity is the appeal of death games. It's the appeal of this very killing game. It's the appeal of Danganronpa itself.
So what are we supposed to do?
Huh? What was that?
What are we supposed to do? What's gonna happen to us?
What are you guys talking about?
It's like, yeah, now what?
Weren't you going to ruin the class trial and end the killing games? Go ahead and stop it if you can. Try and stop a world obsessed with it.
There's no way to stop it. It's impossible.
Oh. Are you giving up already?
It's all a lie, isn't it? Me, everyone here, everyone who died. Everything's a lie, right? I
can't fight for a lie, can I?
Oh! What's the matter? Are you in despair? No matter how much you grow, Shuichi, you're still weak after all. Now that you know it's all lies, you've gone back to the weak ultimate detective.
This pleases us. It is a despair fit for Danganronpa.
Waiting for Maki just to jump over. It's like, oh, screw you and your lies, and then just take off her head.
Well, that was surprisingly disappointing. But I guess it's okay. We're still on script.
Everything's a lie. Everything's meaningless. Everything we've done. Everything we faced together. All of our feelings. Pitch black lies. Doesn't matter how many mysteries you solve. Mysteries were all fiction in the first place, all scripted. It's all over. You're saying there's choices, eh? I take it there's stuff that you haven't seen and you want to see is why. Okay, one brief moment. I will be right back for a quick bathroom break. Like, it shuts you out of the game if you choose wrong. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm glad that you gave me a warning then. Because that would suck if I had to go through all of that again. It's all just a lie anyway. Doesn't matter what you do. It's over now. Bad end? What? I didn't have enough friendship fragments. Is this the end? Please tell me, I'm asking you. Whenever I was in trouble, my inner voice would always go, wait a minute. Am I Kibo right now? That guidance is what brought me here. I don't believe that's a mistake. So, I will trust it. Please tell me what I should do. Please tell me your decision. Wait, what? I didn't have a choice. So I'm going to guess I'm going to say no. Remedy this situation, sure. Say no. Yeah, no. I just saved. I'm like, I don't know if I want to save. What if it overwrites that save?
I hear your voices crystal clear. My inner voice is telling me I need to remedy this situation. That is why I will not give up. I will not give up hope until the very end.
But what about everybody saying despair? What?
You can't give up. No matter what, hope is always within reach. We must keep our heads high and search for hope, especially in deepest despair. Hope?
Huh? What hope?
You said so yourself. This killing game is the ultimate real fiction. If this is both real and fiction, then logically it can't all be fictional. Even if this world is fiction, even if we're fiction, there must be something we can do. So there must be a way to break through this. I won't give up hope. Not ever!
Jeez, how annoying.
The outside world doesn't just want despair. It wants hope too. If our voices have reached the outside world, then what my inner voice is telling me is...
Oh, your inner voice? That's the voice of the outside world.
What?
I know, because I wrote your plotline too! There's no way I wouldn't know who that is you're hearing. That's the voice of the outside world!
The voice of the outside world?
Ooh, it's a
From
battle
the start
between
of this
despair and
killing
hope.
game, you've had a unique role. You're the audience surrogate!
Audience surrogate?
Your inner voice allows communication between yourself and the audience.
That function exists to keep the audience
He was always a robot. It is true, alas.
Now tell me, what is your inner voice? Speak clearly and enunciate.
What is my inner voice? If I'm a surrogate for the audience, and we've been communicating this whole time, then my inner voice is actually an audience survey.
This is it! An audience survey?
Well done! Yes, indeed that is the truth!
Haha.
It's two-way communication that lets you participate in the program from home.
That is your inner voice's true nature. The results of an audience survey.
The voice I relied on for guidance was just the audience answering survey questions?
Every move you made was dictated by the audience's answers to that survey.
For this season of Danganronpa, the main gimmick is audience participation.
That antenna on your head lets you receive their answers.
This is an antenna?
Which is interesting, because once he lost the antenna, he went on a, like, just totally suited up and destroyed everything.
When your antenna broke and you went crazy, that was a big problem for us. We got flooded with complaints from the audience.
But that's not your only role. You're also the audience's camera.
Camera?
Your eyes are the eyes of the audience itself!
So then what are all the Model Cup number 6s?
The audience's eyes?
Is that just for the mastermind to have complete
The outside
control
world
knowing
has been
everything?
watching from your eyes the whole time!
And from Kibo's eyes, that'd be really boring, to be honest.
It lets them feel like they're really a part of the Danganronpa world.
Kibo
And
wasn't
it's all
around
thanks to you!
all the time.
That's why I'm so glad you survived all the way through. Because now I can use you to plunge the outside world into despair!
Despair?
If the audience surrogate falls into despair, then the audience does too.
By making you fall into despair, I can make the entire world fall into despair. My despair will turn from fiction to fact and destroy reality itself.
Woohoo! Isn't that just the most delightful despair?
Why would you go to all this trouble?
Trials with Kibo.
Isn't
Yeah, I
Junko
can
and
see
Oshima
that.
just a costume?
Oh, Kibo, mon petit doudou. My cosplay is a perfect reproduction.
Actually doing stuff the characters would is totally part of that.
Is that why you want the world to fall into despair?
That's messed up! But that's the whole point of Danganronpa.
The outside world wants to see horrible setups and payoffs!
What could be more horrible than a fictional despair eroding the real world?
No one could have imagined an end this hopeless.
No. I won't give in to despair.
What?
If I'm a surrogate for the audience, then I will use my inner voice to broadcast hope to the outside world.
I already fucking told you! The outside world only wants despair!
There's no way to spread hope to an audience that watches killing games.
No, my inner voice already told me what to do. I need to remedy this. If that's the voice of the outside world, then the outside world actually wants hope. So I will trust the outside world. I will trust in hope.
The ultimate hope robots. Oh, look at him go. Hope has been recorded on the moped. Oh boy.
This is the power of hope. I will not lose to your despair. Not when I'm carrying the hope of the outside world.
Oh, so everything that happened before this was just stepping stones to hope.
Ugh, how annoying. Hope? That's not popular.
Well, if I can get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great ending.
I won't let you do that. Hope will never give in to despair.
Oh, you're going to go that far?
Let's settle this. The final battle between hope and despair.
Yahoo! Now that's what Danganronpa's all about!
Settle this how?
Yes, that is a problem. The class trial is in disarray because Monokuma broke a rule.
You're the one who broke the rule. How about we start over and have a special vote?
Oh, there's Zack. I forgot they haven't shown her yet.
A special vote? But you're the one who broke the rules in the first place.
Whatever.
They have?
man. We've made it this far
Oh.
together. Let's just do one last vote.
Cause that's what Danganronpa's all about!
I guess I just missed it.
This final special vote will determine...
Oh, I probably just got confused between her and Tsumugi because they both have blue hair.
Between Kibo and I, which of us should get punished?
We all know how well I see water on the screen, right? I just can't do it. If it's blue, it fades in.
What?
This'll be a vote to determine how this story ends.
You guys have to decide whether this story ends in hope or despair.
To end in hope.
I guess the VA does it too. There's a bunch of stuff that adds in.
We decide?
Oh look, they're battling.
Man, this is great! The outside world is starting to get jazzed up!
I don't know, looks like the despair technically is going over half.
Hope will definitely win. No one here wants despair to
Oh.
win.
But it's also disappearing at the front instead of where it's colliding.
Yeah, that's right. We can't side with the mastermind.
Even if that choice ends in your suffering.
Staying from voting in mini games?
Suffering?
Alright, let me explain what's gonna happen after the vote.
If Kibo, representing hope, is punished, and I, representing despair, win,
Then, per the rules, the killing school semester will continue until only 2 students remain.
You're going to continue the game?
No need to worry, because there aren't gonna be any more murders. My predictions are always correct 30% of the time.
Even if we make new flashback-like motives for you, you'd know they're lies.
So no matter how many motives we provide, it's more likely that nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
We can all live happily ever after in the academy.
Aww.
No! That's no way to live! Imprisoned in this school? Living lives of despair?
even if you went outside, there'd be no point.
As I said, all your memories are nothing but fiction. Your hometowns, your families, your friends, they never existed in the first place.
Because they're all fiction!
Danganronpa characters can only live in the Danganronpa setting.
There's no reason to pull out of school.
Only losers pull out.
Then at least put us back how we
Oh,
were!
this guy.
Silence! Weep not over spilt milk.
I told you guys already. You can't get rid of memories with flashback lights.
Flashback lights can only overwrite old memories with new ones.
But if you're absolutely serious, then use a flashback light to become a different fictional character instead.
So we can't go back to the way we were?
Yeah! How about that despair? But if I, representing despair, am punished, and Kibo, representing hope, wins...
Then this killing game will end, of course.
However, you must follow the rules. The game will continue until the final two.
So only 2 of you can graduate.
What?
Out of the 4 of us, only 2 can survive?
Yes, that is so. I will let you decide the 2 who will survive.
We got this far, and you're telling us to sacrifice more of our friends?
Well, I mean, Kibo's just a robot and not really a real person, so...
It's just 2 measly sacrifices, and then the rest of you losers can leave the academy.
However,
That's
even if you
robophobic.
do escape to the
Exactly.
outside world, you will find it most unwelcoming.
No! As long as we never give up, there will always be hope.
Well, if you're gonna be a pussy about it, do whatever you want.
Can you choose which 2 will survive? Can you choose which 2 will be sacrificed?
I sacrifice myself!
What? Kibo.
If it will bring hope to everyone and the outside world, I will gladly sacrifice myself.
But, Kibo...
It's okay. Even if it destroys my body, I will defeat despair.
Still need 1 more.
Kibo!
Even if you sacrifice yourself, you still need 1 more.
In order for Hope to win, there needs to be 1 more sacrifice. Shuichi, Maki, and Himiko. One of them has to sacrifice themselves. Or Hope can't win.
You got the guts to make such a heartless choice?
That's...
Do you understand now? Even if you choose hope, you will still suffer.
You don't need to choose the hard way. No one expects you guys to do that.
Yeah, there will be no more killing. So let's all just stay here together. There's no reason to go outside. Let's stay here together. Won't you stay here together? Let's all stay together.
Yeah.
I want to stay here with you.
Aww. Aww. But Chihiro says they want to stay here with you, Cheese. Look. Like with you. Specifically you.
Here?
I know I did. But you see, the thing is, that's why they wanted to be seen at first, huh? But, oh, guitar. There's going to be, yeah, if you're coming in right now. We talked a lot to you in the VOD earlier. As much as I love seeing you here, and thank you for stopping by, as Cheese is stating, you might want to just, go to the VOD. Just start watching that instead. Instead of talking to us live. And then, I mean, you could have this up, muted, maybe crop the window down so it's only the chat bar. Oh no, you can pop the chat out. You can pop the chat out so you can still chat, and you can talk to us in real time while you're watching the VOD, and we'll laugh and say like, ah, ha, ha. Although you won't be able to hear our responses to you until you get to that point in the VOD. Oh, how trippy would that be?
I think everyone will feel a lot better after they vote for Kibo.
Although I guess perhaps maybe I should keep this pause until you make your deciding. Your first landing tonight, such a great... Oh, hey. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, there's stuff happening here. Congratulations on your first landing, though. Perhaps I should have done that first. I happened to press A. I was like, oh no! Oh no! What did I do? I mean, he already saw Chihiro though. Or, yeah. So I'm just giving a few more seconds just to make sure guitar is out. I hope he does do the pop-out chat, because that'd actually be pretty cool. Alright. We'll go back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel bad because anybody coming into my stream right now as well, like if they're just clicking into the stream, like hopefully my chapter 6, my title, the chapter 6 trial to end it all, is enough for everybody to know there's going to be massive spoilers. But, you know, if not, I apologize.
Come on, let's stay together, please.
Together? Okay.
Don't let her fool you! Despair won't end this killing game. Only hope will.
Hope?
Now, can I lie? I would have lied. Yeah, be hopeful.
The world out.
See, what's hope say? That's the world doesn't want. Despair wants hope.
The killing game will live on forever.
No, I can't.
This killing game will end in despair. Everyone wants to
Oh, I
feel
missed.
despair. Despair is Danganronpa.
Oh, I can.
Despair's gonna fuck up reality itself.
Oh my gosh.
This time, the theme is the despair.
My cursor is so slow right now. Oh my goodness. Destroy it all until not a trace of it remains.
The world outside craves despair.
Oh, okay, so there's no V's to worry about.
Killing game will end in despair. Everyone wants to feel despair.
That's 5.
This despair's gonna fuck up itself.
Yeah.
This time, the theme is
Oh no. No! Oh, the last one I ran out! So close! Oh my gosh, my cursor is so slow. It feels like it's a lot slower than normal. If only we had skills. I know. I'm like, I just know it would be better.
game will live on forever. This killing game will end in despair.
Oh no, I missed!
To feel despair.
Freaking heck.
Despair is Danganronpa.
You know what? You are just, we're going to fast forward through this. How fast is this refill?
This killing game will end in despair. Everyone wants to feel despair. Despair is Danganronpa.
Shucks.
This despair.
Okay, I've got to slow down a little bit.
Everyone wants to feel despair. Despair is Danganronpa.
Oh, for crying out loud. The drift on this, like, I'm trying to counteract it, but sometimes it's going off to that right just a little bit.
This killing game will end in Everyone wants to feel despair. Despair
Okay.
is Danganronpa.
Oh, again! It's always that one there. It seems to, like, go heavy to the right. Yeah, yeah. When I course counteract, I know it's always to the right there. This whole... I apologize, everyone. Oh my goodness. But we're not going to give in to despair. Got big hope. I believe we can do this. I have high hopes. We did really well that one time. Come on. Okay. See, it was going over to the right there.
This time, the theme is the
Son of a... That one was closer. That one was closer.
Everyone wants to feel despair.
Okay, I just have to remember. It comes down to kind of like a memory game. Oh, son of a gun. Bring this on control. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good point. I could bring out my mouse for this, most likely. You know what? Let's do that. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay. There, so right click is shooting. Space is pausing.
This time, the theme is the despair.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, that feels so much better. I'm sorry, Luke. What can I say? Some of us just we do no skill runs.
The world outside craves.
Oh yeah, there we go. Now I have to get used to it being really sensitive.
Everyone wants to feel despair.
Despair is Danganronpa.
Oh man.
Despair's gonna fuck up reality.
Oh no! Son of a.
This time, the theme.
All right. I think I'm getting kind of used to it. I know that was terrible. What?
Everyone wants to feel despair.
I got so used to fighting where my mouse was.
This despair's gonna fuck up reality itself too.
This time, the theme.
Okay.
Hope moves forward.
Use controller again. Okay. Okay. The mouse was much better there.
I will never give up. Hope will never lose to despair.
That's way more harder than it needed to be.
How's not giving up gonna help you, huh?
Even if you won't give up, as long as you don't sacrifice someone else.
I'll sacrifice myself.
Maki, no!
If Kibo and I sacrifice ourselves, then Shuichi and Himiko live, right? And they can survive this absurd killing game.
She just wants to go with Kaido.
After listening to Kibo, I've decided I don't want this killing game to end with despair. That would just piss me off.
So imagine this. You sign up for this game. You're like, yeah, I want to be with it. It's going to be great. I love Danganronpa. All right. It's like, yeah, people are going to remember me forever with this. It's going to be great. All right. Here's your story. You love your sister so much. She is your one romantic partner. Your entire thing is you want to be with her at the end. Have fun. Wait, no, that's not. Done. Hey, Drew, welcome back. How's the game? We are at the a big stuff happening. Very big stuff happening.
Even if you only feel that way because I wrote you like that, just like with Kaito.
But I'm enjoying these reveals. It's interesting. There's a lot to discuss and think about. And then every time I try, they're like, we've got Cheese and Dude, Silu here that's going, just wait. Just wait. It's going, there's more.
Even then, I'll choose that ending if it means I can kill you.
How about your homework? Are you done? Exciting?
Even if I have to sacrifice my life, I will kill you.
So mean.
Sacrifice? Wait, Maki!
I'm sorry. I've already made up my mind.
But what's gonna happen to us? Can we really go back to the outside world?
If you don't mind my asking, what are you working on? I think you've said once before, but I forgot. That's giving you so much homework.
What indeed? I told you over and over there's nothing for you out there.
No, once the audience sees this ending, I'm sure they'll help us. Everything is going to be okay. We'll definitely find hope.
What do you mean, hope?
Yeah, math is terrible.
What? I reject that hope.
What? Shuichi?
I refuse. I won't accept that hope.
Shuichi, what's the matter?
It's because of hope that this whole thing is happening. I reject that hope.
His voice is breaking a bit too. Hope.
Hope itself is the villain here.
Come on, move.
We suffer because of hope. Tsumugi isn't trying to make us despair. She wants us to trust in hope. So I say no. I reject that hope.
Tsumugi wants us to trust in hope? What does that mean?
The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope. It's because the audience wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end.
Got a point.
Don't you see? Despair is the only choice.
Shuichi, why? Power of despair, or?
The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope.
I got two slash happy.
Wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's
yeah, no, Shuichi does have a good point.
Again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end. Don't you see? Despair is the only choice.
I'm gonna V slash that one. Play games for a good ending. I play for story. If it even has a bad ending.
Everything from people, even their strength to press onward.
Like even if there's been a big shift in horror movies. It used to be, yeah, there would always be a good ending, but a lot of them nowadays are like, oh, evil wins for a lot of times. And as long as the story's great and it makes sense for that evil to win, I'm all for it. In fact, sometimes, yeah, no, that's great. You're like, oh crap. Oh no. And it makes sense. And sometimes the evil just winning helps. But at the end there, yeah, there needs to be something. It's not just like a total like, oh, world's dead by. Although, the cabin in the woods. There's a great example. That was a good one. Where essentially that was what the ending was, right? The whole world is... Because they decided, yes. In case nobody's seen it, I won't say the ending, but yes.
That's why it's not possible for despair to be better.
The people watching probably feel the same way. They want hope too.
What?
Even if it's fiction, everyone wants to feel hope. It gives them courage. And this killing game continues because we keep giving them the hope they want.
I gotta say, for like Final Fantasy VI, when Kefka wins, and the whole world is in like the Dark World portion, the beginning there, oh man, just the feel of that. If you don't save Shadow, you don't save Sid by catching fast fish. I never knew about that, so he died. The whole thing is just so bleak. And they capture that emotion really well in that game. And that's why it's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. It's not just one person getting killed off like in FF7. It's the whole world suffering, them going over that really well, the whole fighting against God. It's just very well done. Yes.
While they ignore all the tragedies that we had to suffer to get there.
All in all, I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics also has kind of those themes with it as well. I mean, that one's my ultimate favorite, but yes. Yes.
Then let's start the voting time!
Oh, well then.
The final vote! It's all gonna end here! You and your shitty hope!
We're just going to do another save right now because of reasons. There we go, just in case. This way I don't have to do all these things over
We're not
again.
finished talking.
Imagine if you guys had to sit through me trying to shoot those hope bullets again.
Please, let me just ask one
Wouldn't
more
that
thing.
fill you with
I have to know
despair?
something before we vote.
What is it?
If Hope wins this final vote, Kibo and Maki will sacrifice themselves. And you, Tsumugi, the loser, will also be punished, correct? What kind of punishment will they receive? Please, tell me what it is.
Why should I tell you? I never said anything about a punishment, did I?
That's right! The punishment isn't the problem right now. The problem is...
No, that is the problem. Because if the punishment is what I think it is, then everything would make sense.
Punishments for them to go out into the outside world, right? Is 12 with 10 and lightning returns close behind. I don't think I've ever played 12.
Including why Rantaro participated in another killing game.
Rantaro? What does he have to do with this?
You know the answer, Kibo.
Me?
If you really are connected to the outside world, then I want you to find the answer.
And this is when I close chat and I go, now no one can tell me. The final punishment. It's the reason Rantaro participated in the killing game again after surviving. And the punishment must be to participate in the next killing game.
This is it! I got it. The punishment is you have to participate in the next killing game, right?
What?
Yeah, I think so. The punishment after the final vote is to participate in another killing game. That's what Rantaro was talking about.
You wanted this killing game, so you have to win no matter what. No matter what.
Something similar must
Although
have
that was
happened in the
wrong
last
accent.
killing game,
Oops.
and he was given a choice. He sacrificed himself and was forced to participate again. All this means is, if we choose Hope here, the killing game won't end. Tsumugi will still be the mastermind, Kibo will still represent the viewers, and Maki will be the new ultimate survivor. The killing game will begin again. Don't you see? If Hope wins, the killing won't stop. It's because Hope wins that the killing never stops. It's what the people want. They want Hope to win. They want the happy ending. That's how the killing game has gone on 53 times.
The killing game persists because hope always wins?
That's why I'm going to reject that hope.
When it's despair, you're going to choose despair to end the killing game? How boring.
But this is fine. Our audience loves despair, so this will please them too.
After all, even if despair wins, the killing game still won't end.
Then, hope has to win this game too. If we continue to win for hope, then this killing game will surely end someday.
No, you don't get it. It's not going to end. It's going to keep happening over and over.
So if we sit there and do nothing,
Then what are we supposed to do?
nothing, get them get bored. Yeah, get the audience bored
when
with the
Maki
game.
said she was going to sacrifice herself just now, I thought, why? So many of our friends have sacrificed their lives. Why Maki? Why now? Why do we have to go through it again? The sorrow of losing Kaede and Kaito. Why do we have to feel that sadness over and over and over again? Why do we have to bear that burden? Well, I don't care how much the audience wants it. I'm not gonna feel that way anymore! I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore! Even if this is fiction, even if we're all fictional, the pain in my heart is real. The sadness I feel when I lose the people I love is real. I won't forgive this game that treats us like toys. And if this is what the world wants, then I reject that world! I'll fight the world that inflicts suffering for entertainment!
Fight the outside world?
It doesn't matter what you do.
Because when the DR characters had to burn a lot of deaths, yes.
No matter
Lots
what a
and
fictional
lots.
character does or says, it's just fiction to the outside world.
Then I'll fight the outside world from within this fiction.
From within this fiction? But how?
I refuse to vote.
Refuse to vote?
Monokuma said that if we don't vote, we'll be killed for breaking the rules.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much.
I know.
Stop
That's
doing
why
anything.
If this ends without a single vote being cast for hope or despair, the audience would hate it. They'd never accept an ending like that. So I abstain. I refuse to
Shuichi's
give the
eyes.
outside world the ending it wants. I won't vote for Kibo or Tsumugi. I reject both hope and despair.
Oh, hold on, the killing game? That's true, then this feeling that I must win for hope is... What am I supposed to do?
I'll put a stop to this killing game.
You can't stop it! If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job!
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too.
Can you lie? You can! Oh, that's exciting.
Ain't it
Okay.
better to just let it end with despair? I reject both hope and despair. I reject the world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
You can't throw away your futures. Hope is contagious.
Oh gosh, that took way too long.
I'll put a stop to this killing game.
Okay, so I have to hold Y down a little sooner.
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too. If it's that thing, what the fuck are you gonna do?
I only started holding it down when it started popping up on the screen.
I reject the world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair. You keep
Away your futures. Hope is contagious.
Ah! Not a V. Garden Drift!
But still...
Kibo, what are you doing? Did your inner voice really tell you to do that? Did it tell you to reject hope?
No. My inner voice is still telling me not to give up on hope. But if that hope demands tragedy from us, then I cannot trust it. I may be a robot, but the thought of my friends dying still fills me with sadness. I don't want anyone else to feel this way, so I will abandon hope.
I'm rooting for despair, so eh. Oh. Things are shutting
You know
down.
what will happen if you do that? To defy the audience.
I don't give a damn. This killing game is over anyway. New characters are created just to show the outside world a fictional hope. They get written into these killing games, forced to betray one another. And at the end of the slaughter, the tragedy, the despair, hope always wins. Well, I've had enough of it. We're gonna end this right now. We won't let it end the way they want. We won't make a good ending or a bad one. To end this
Alright, we're going to be the
killing
best. The
and
best
end
there
it
ever
forever.
is.
We will reject Danganronpa.
Shuichi.
Tsumugi, you were right. I'm weak. I'm weaker than everyone else. If I didn't... That's true even now. If Kibo and Maki didn't stand up, I would have ended it all right then. But it's because I'm weak and because I lost my way that I finally realized. I finally realized how cruel this hope really is.
Hold on, everyone. If we keep thinking, we can find a better ending, and...
Himiko, Maki, will you abstain from voting with me?
Abstain from voting?
You can't do that. All 3 of you will be killed if you do.
You guys really want to commit suicide?
It's still a sin to throw your life away, even if your life is fictional.
You've been fighting so hard to survive, but now you're gonna give up?
Such foolishness! To cast your life away is the height of stupidity.
Says Gundam.
Himiko, we can put an end to this insane killing game. We're gonna use our lives to end this madness.
Use our lives?
But Himiko, you have to choose, okay? You can't look away. You can't back down. You have to choose. Only those who have found the truth can choose their destiny.
Put an end to this killing game. Put an end to these killing games that everyone out there wants so bad. So then, use our lives have been recorded. Yay!
If we
What's it say? Oh, okay, cool.
refuse to vote, we all die.
To choose death is to blaspheme against life itself.
Hope and despair, neither the victor. No one would want an ending like that.
You would throw your life away for that?
that would be a meaningless death.
No, it wouldn't. Our lives are our strongest weapons. And with these weapons, we revolt against the outside world.
I'm gonna put an end to it. Even if I'm a fictional character, my life is real. That's why killing games are fun, right? It's fun to see two lives clash, right? But I won't let you use my life for some show. I'm gonna use my life to end this killing game. So Tenko, Angie, and all the past victims can rest in peace. It's the only weapon I've got. I'll use my life to put an end to this killing game!
What? Suicide is suicide, no matter what your reason is.
Perhaps that thought is just another work of fiction, following along my outline.
It could be a part of my script, just like Maki falling for Kaito, you know? Because if none of you vote, and I do, then I'll be the only one who survives. Doesn't that sound exactly like something the big bad mastermind would come up with?
Yes, that's true. She still gets to vote.
It's okay, Maki. Believe in me. And believe in yourself, just like you believed in Kaito.
Believe in myself?
That's why you have to fight, even if you're scared. Because you have that strength. Come on! It'd be a lousy story if the hero gave up so easily.
My desire to end this killing game may be fictional. Ooh, I like her backgrounds. Yeah, it's very nice. Mastermind as the sole survivor. A convenient ending for her. All of that might be implanted as well, just like my feelings for Kaido. Everything is fiction, a story written by someone. But even then,
Even your thoughts are works of fiction! It's all following my outline to a T!
This whole shebang is fiction. That's Danganronpa for ya!
Jeez, look at that cursor move around. I ain't even touching anything.
It's because of everyone's sacrifices that we've come this far. Their deaths have to be more than just fiction. There must be something we can do.
You mean to live your lives for them as well?
We're going to use this fiction to change reality. We're gonna end Danganronpa.
I will believe in myself. Even if everything is fictional, I'll believe in my feelings. If I can't believe in my feelings, then my existence will have no meaning. If we can change reality, then we won't be just fiction. Our lives will have significance. And hopefully, my feelings will have significance too.
That it's okay for everyone to die together?
Yes.
Man, why do you guys want to die so badly?
Because it's the end of Danganronpa. We'd be so sad without it.
Die. We fought so hard to survive. Of course we don't want to die. But it's not just about us. Everyone who died in the killing games felt the same way. They were all desperate to live. They wanted to survive. For themselves and for someone else. That desire isn't fictional to us. That pain isn't fictional to us. To us, the killing game is real tragedy. That's why we have to stop it. We won't let this happen ever again.
Like I told you, it's not going to stop, because that's what the world wants. As long as the world wants killing games, Danganronpa will not end!
Then we have to change it.
There's no way you can change it. Fiction could never change the real...
You don't believe in the power of fiction?
Huh?
It may not be a physical power, but our wish will surely be received by someone. If fiction has the power to touch people's hearts, then that power can change the world.
Which is why fiction is such a powerful, powerful thing. Hey, Blitchy. Yeah, fiction can change the world. It's true. This is part of the reason why I picked story time as my stream theme. Overall stories are so important. There's this real reason why stories have been passed down from generation to generation. First from oral down to, and then to written. If there's anything better on your next viewings, well, that's good to hear. And there's the reason why is fiction always touches on, like a good fiction novel will always touch on some things that are real. And it's got to base itself in some realities, even if it's sci-fi or fiction. How people react, their relationships, what their choices. They're all things that we could possibly see ourselves doing or wish that we could do. And just the journey, like we've mentioned this before, the journey in the story. Like, hate proves how true this is. Exactly. I mean, it doesn't have to be pleasant feelings. Some stories, there's enemies in it. Hell, let's take Temtem for example, which has just come out and several of us are playing. Your rival in there, I hate his guts. Somebody who's done writing very well, you will hate them. Not because, and there's a very different hate between hating that character and hating the writing for that character. So some characters, Joffrey from Game of Thrones, they did that so well. He's such a little shit. And the kid that portrayed him in the shows did such a good job with that as well, with his facial animations and stuff, that people were accosting him in the streets because he portrayed that character so well. I feel bad for the poor kid, but yeah. That's the very open-ended. They don't want Danganronpa to end. We're fine with it. Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
That is what I believe. I will also abandon my vote, just as Shuichi suggested.
Then it's decided. We all abstain from voting. We reject hope and despair. We refuse to bow to the demands of the outside world.
Well, we said we wouldn't do it, boy.
Are you serious?
Are you getting flustered? Your costume changes are less frequent now.
Are you crazy? If you do that, only I, the mastermind, will survive, you know?
What about hope?
What about hope? You shouldn't give up on hope.
What about despair?
Do whatever you want with hope and despair.
Already decided to quit this killing game.
But to be honest, Danganronpa as itself, if this ends here, it would be a fitting end, as you're saying. They've still got like their other ones, the other killing ones that they have, whatever, blah blah blah. That's kind of like the same idea. So the gameplay itself can still continue. Okay, let's put it this way. Why do you want, for those of you that want Danganronpa, more games of it? What is it about the Danganronpa that you want to see more of? This particular style where it's hope versus despair and the killing games like this? And for those of you that are fine with the ending, is it because as a story, it's good that it's being contained, it's done, and we can move on to a new story? Possibly same mechanics, but story-wise, something different? Fan games heat the hope alive. Yes.
I don't care
Look
about
at
this fictional world.
That's a good point, Cheese. If you're looking at, you still want to be still liking it, I guess technically there's the RPs and so on.
That's right. This class trial is over. Now, start voting time.
Voting time?
Of Hope's Peak. I mean, here's the thing. The story is done, right? But this could be Star Wars. Started with the last 3 films first. We still have Danganronpa 3 through 52 that they could do. The problem with that, though, is technically Hope would always have to win, and the ending would have to be about like the same every time, so it would get boring. But yeah.
No, not yet. This game is gonna continue.
The killing game will continue.
This trial will go on forever and ever.
Oh yeah, continue the
This
game.
is
Yeah,
gonna
there's.
keep going. And this class trial ain't over yet either. You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end?
Wait, can I lie?
Come on, even if you keep going
Oh, I can. I can lie and say stop the game.
Keep this game going. I won't let it be voting time yet.
I'm staying from voting. You don't have to play this rigged game. I'm gonna abandon the entire thing. I'm gonna end this killing game.
This game is gonna keep going. And this class trial ain't over yet either.
There's one counterpoint.
The killing game to
See right here. I want to see what happens. Oh, I missed.
Going back and forth. This game, I won't let it be voting time yet. This game is gonna keep going.
Let's see what
And this
happens.
class trial ain't over yet either. You really want the killing game to end?
Oh, time up. Oh no! Aww.
Hey, why aren't you doing anything?
I'm abandoning this game. I won't play your game anymore, Monokuma.
Now, you see, here's the funny thing, is I was actually trying to lie to get them to stop the game, so it just happened the timeline ran out and stuff, so...
Now start the vote.
I won't let you abandon this game.
I definitely won't let you!
Yeah, I still need you guys to keep playing the game.
What must you never give up? Never going to give you up. You. No. That takes 3 letters. Wait. Can I? Oh, wait. What? Oh, no, that just takes down your hearts. Never mind. Sorry, I thought it'd take down the timer faster. Oh, wow.
Hey, what are you doing?
Let's have more fun with the game. Let's have lots and lots of fun with Danganronpa.
I like how they look. It's a straight line. You have to win. Oh, but that's true if I'm not driving, even if it's a straight line, then time will run out before the whole thing's done. Look, Ma, no hands. Y'all making fun of me driving so fast before. That, you know what? Fine. I'm just not even going to drive.
Do the class trial right, or the audience is gonna get bored.
Shoot, which one is it? So what happens if I do start playing the games? Like I do select Hope.
Fine, be bored. We're not here for your entertainment.
You don't know.
We're trying to survive. You're the
it.
ones who want us to be entertaining.
My God, management, do your job.
If you're gonna complain, perhaps you should just stop watching. Even if we have to make the entire audience hate us, we're not going to stop. We're gonna end our tragedy here.
Give up already and start voting time.
All 4 of us will abstain from voting, so you'll be the only one who survives.
Are you okay with that, Kibo? Is your inner voice telling you that's okay? Does the outside world really want that? Do they want Danganronpa to end? Hey! What are they saying? What's your inner voice saying?
My inner voice doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to end this game with my friend.
Kibo?
Kibo, what's wrong?
Quick, take off his antenna.
That's what I thought. See? They don't want this kind of ending. They want the killing games to continue.
Control Alt Kibo.
That is the outside world's decision.
What?
Isn't that right, Kibo?
Yes, my inner voice will not accept an ending without hope or despair.
Kibo!
Kibo, get a hold of yourself.
That's not possible. The Kibo you see there isn't the one you know. Like I said, you can't defy the audience when you're their surrogate. It's because he did such a silly thing that he's feeling the audience's anger now.
What do you mean? What's happening to Kibo?
Since Kibo kept defying the audience, they took a vote and decided that troublesome personality of his should be erased.
His personality was erased?
Oof.
How cruel can you guys be? How long are you gonna play with our lives?
But that's the decision of the outside world. Don't just end Danganronpa! We supported you! You owe us!
I'm laughing because this is very much like a lot of streamer drama between like with subs, donations, bits, and viewers being like, I gave you lots of money, you owe me blah blah or blah. It's like going into this game as well.
Said.
Don't just drop EVV, keep playing. I'm subbed to you, why are you stopping?
So it doesn't matter how much you fight. You can't change the outside world.
Exactly like that. It's not 14 months. Darn right you played this Danganronpa. Now what about that Kingdom Hearts? That should be next. Come on.
Because the outside world still wants Danganronpa. That won't change.
What did you say?
Imagine thinking streamers aren't human. Oof, and yet it's interesting. You see those entitled people out there, and yeah, the kind where they think that their money can buy everything. So they'll just like drop some and say, all right, I'm entitled to this now. And it's tough because in reality, a lot of the times you can just walk up to establishments like, I'm ready to drop this. What will you do for me? And they'll be like, whoa, hell, I'll do this, this, this. So when you come across somebody who's, there's obviously puppets that'll do anything for your, well, Glitchy, fine, send me a DM with what kind of weird pics you want me to do now.
So do you still want to throw your lives away? Even if it changes nothing?
That's right.
Kibo!
Sounds so hurt.
Kibo!
I can barely control it. Looks like this is the end.
Don't say that! You survived this far!
You can do it, Kibo.
Sorry. I could not fight with you until the end. But your choice is not wrong. The real enemy is the outside world who is enjoying this killing game.
You hear that? We are the problem.
So please, use me to change the world.
Gotta impact the world, am I right?
Kibo!
Kibo! Stay with us! He's completely erased. That makes me sad too, you know. He was a character I created. But this is the end. The outside world rejects your decision. So no matter how you use your lives, it won't change anything.
Then I'll change it. Kibo gave us this one chance. If Kibo is doing what the outside world is telling him, we just have to convince him. I know we can change the world. We owe it to Kibo to try.
I said it's impossible. For fiction to change the real world...
The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
So many make it so's.
You can even change the world. No, we will change the world. For ourselves and everyone who died.
You're going to throw your lives away for those who have died?
Oh, hey, are you late for something? This is the very end of Danganronpa V3. So all I'm going to say is if you don't want spoilers, as much as I am pleased that you are here, go away. But if you do not care for spoilers, you know, pleasure to have you here. And you know what? I'll wait till I hear your answer before I hit A, lest to say anything else. You played the game last year, great. You don't care.
You've got to survive this killing game. If you die now, it's all over.
Having fun? Yes. So far, we've been having several great discussions about what makes a great story, why you would, how it affects you, and how, you know, a good despair and hope could actually
Even if we die,
inspire
it's
the
not
world.
end. Our friends who died gave us their love, and we changed because of that. If we can inspire change in others, then that love will live on.
I love Tsumugi so much. Mastermind Tsumugi is a lot more of an actual character than she's been this entire game. So I do like. I mean, I can see that. If it's Mastermind Tsumugi, I can see the love for that. Jose-chan, why hello there. I found the Tsumugi before this to be rather plain. And yeah, it's on purpose, as you say there, because she wants to blend in. She wants to be a background character for that. Excuse me. So the writing for that was genius, because it's true. As the person playing the game, I continually forgot about Tsumugi. She's just kind of there, which, whatever. Except for that one cost box part. That was it. And then towards the end here, I was like, wait a minute. Something suspicious about that.
That love will tear down the wall between fiction and reality, and it will live on forever.
And Zaytran, are you happy? This is the end. Danganronpa is going to be done. We're like right at the end here. Here's the ending. You ready for that?
That's why I'm gonna change the world. As long as I have their love, I will change it.
We'll play after this. Oh, I've got some shorter games ready to go. We've got a Contradiction, Murder Mystery, full motion videos. It's going to be beautiful. We've got Phantasmagoria, classic Sierra game from way back when. And then also Drinks with Abby, where we get to go on a date with a girl and influence what happens. People watching me were all the time, this Smoogie girl looks fishy. Through the whole time. Oh, you did her 3 times. I found there's people that were way more interesting for me to do than 3 times with. I have not played Disco Elysium. That is a battle royale, and if I remember correctly, and I find battle royales to be boring. The reason why I like Escape from Tarkov was because I don't have to do this whole enclosed ring fight until the very end. I can go in, get loot, leave. I can do PvE, kill scavs, steal their stuff, leave. I can hide. There's a lot more that I can do, as well as change my loadout and all that stuff. That's why I played Apex for a good little bit there, and then I kind of stopped. Oh, Rings of Elysium. Oh, yes, I am thinking of Rings of Elysium. Oh, Disco Elysium. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Reading comprehension for the win. Oh my god. I own it. I do own it. I own Disco Elysium, but I have not picked it up once yet. It was a lot of reading, I've heard, like a hell of a lot of reading, so I was going to play it off stream, but that is potentially something I could do.
Even if this whole story is a lie.
The Master Knight shook the hell out of you. Oof, that's rough. Kaido was being a meanie. It was going to and her. Going to... I couldn't get into Gonta because he was so much like the... Oh, Gonta. I don't know. He's definitely a nice guy.
I will use that lie to change the world.
But I found it boring, and that's why I'm so bored. I was looking for that interesting, like, deep. Okay, I was looking for deep characters. That's what it is. That's the word I was looking for. And he didn't seem to have much depth. Same with Tsumugi. They're kind of background, like, oh, I'm just a nice guy that doesn't know much. Okay. And that's kind of why I wanted to know more about Maki. She really interested me, as well as Kirumi. They seem to have a lot more behind the scenes stuff, so I wanted to know a bit more about them.
That's right. We're not gonna just be fiction.
Shuichi, you can change this world because
You're kind of sidekick.
You can persuade them like that. They all love the killing games. They can't get enough Danganronpa.
I'm making the world what it wants. I won't let
Except
for
Sage. I forgot about that meme. Oh my goodness.
Kibo, let me hear the voices of the outside world. And let them hear me.
This
Oh
isn't
dang.
my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. Man, this debate is getting wet. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way too meta.
Way too meta.
This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there
Oh my
isn't a
goodness.
happy ending. Man, this debate is getting wet. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way
Well,
too
no.
meta. This isn't my Danganronpa.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. No way fiction can change the world. Lol.
Fiction.
Fiction has the power to change reality. I'm not here for a damn lecture.
Lol.
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preaching characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede.
Ooh.
Death makes the characters better. Death is the point of Danganronpa. I'm not here for a damn lecture. Hey, what what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying.
Oh no!
And I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede. Death makes the characters better. Death is the point of Danganronpa. I'm not here for a damn lecture.
Oh wait.
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying. Killing games are the best form of entertainment.
The killing game is wrong.
Hope versus despair. Pick one. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. 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 Hope. Despair. Despair. Despair.
Oh my gosh, it's going crazy.
Despair. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope.
I'm doing a lot better with these fast ones.
Despair. This ending sucks. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair.
Oh shoot.
Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Hope versus despair. Pick one. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Despair.
Oh,
Despair.
oh, ah!
Despair. Despair. Hope. 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 Despair. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. Hope. Despair. This ending sucks. Hope.
Just use the special thing.
Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Despair. Despair. Hope. Hope. Hope versus despair. Pick one. Despair. Hope. Despair.
Oh goodness. Hope, despair, hope, despair.
Pointless death because no one voted is the worst ending ever.
It's not pointless. Our lives are our
Pointless.
Okay.
We're gonna use our lives to change the world.
Oh gosh, there's more?
Really gonna end? You can't just end it out of the blue. Who cares if they die? They're not real. Just kill each other already. Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! We want more of the killing game. I need that sweet closure.
Sweet closure.
There's no way they'd let it end like this. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to the show? Death makes this ending suck. The point of despair. The point of Danganronpa will never end, will it?
And Danganronpa with our own hands.
Together, we're gonna end Danganronpa.
Whew. Some of those was hilarious. Okay, sorry, let me catch up on chat here. Okay, goodness. I'm gonna be here for a while. Oof, oof. Pretty weak. Mew comic relief. Yeah, no, I felt Mew was very much comic relief, although she made me laugh quite a bit. So at first I didn't like her, and then she really grew after that because I bought into just the comedy portion of it. I didn't take her seriously. Kids are hateful. I'm gonna protect myself. No! Hope, despair. Hope, despair. Yes. Quite the tug of war. That's wrong! Has a bigger message than the other two, than people usually ignore. I could see that. I personally like UDG, yeah. That one's my personal favorite. I love Tenko. You see, and that's the thing, I hated her. But that could just be because I'm a degenerate male. I just felt it was too much constant male attacking the entire character. Yes, if I grew to understand why and spent some free times with her, I might have understood why she was that way. But it was so heavy that I felt absolutely no reason to. Which could in turn be the whole point. So I don't know, maybe.
What just happened?
Kibo?
Like I said, it's pointless.
Yeah, the FTEs, and that's the thing.
The outside world won't let Danganronpa end. Everyone loves Danganronpa. That's reality. Killing game entertainment will continue forever!
Now then, let's proceed with voting time! I think hopeful Kibo should vote for despairing Tsumugi, without a doubt! Because that's what the outside world wants to see!
Or they all turned it off.
Let's give it everything we've got! Presenting one last voting time!
Okay. So now we just wait it out. We said we're going to abstain. That's what we're doing. Nothing. Vote for Katie. I should. It was all her fault. Or maybe we should vote for Rantaru. That's what he gets for doing things again. Okay, yes. In that chapter, so you knew. Yeah, once Tenko broke out of her shell
Let's hurry and announce the results!
and actually started to develop, then yeah, she wasn't as annoying to me. But up until that point, I didn't care for her at all. But to be honest, that's happened a couple times now for various different characters. Maki, for example, was all cold, blah, 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 until she finally warmed up to you in Kaido. It seems to be a theme in this, especially this Danganronpa.
I didn't vote. That was the right thing to do, right?
The three of us might be penalized for abstaining to vote. But what's going to happen to Kibo and Tsumugi?
If Kibo is controlled by the outside world, he must have voted for Tsumugi.
Then what about Tsumugi?
From Kurubi. I get that. I could get that. Because, I mean, I was more just interested in the fact that she was this amazing... Okay, they called her the ultimate maid, but I thought she was like the ultimate anything. Because apparently that she could do literally anything. And that's what I was pretty much assuming that was what I wanted to figure out. And then, yeah, no, that's apparently what she was. She could do anything she wanted. It's like, it made her a bit of a boring character. That's the reason why I don't like Superman. I hate Superman. He's literally indestructible unless a special kryptonite comes along. But other than that, he could be as strong as they want him to be. It's hard to have proper enemies for that. The ultimate they should be Nata or Junko. Yeah, I have that same problem with the Junko as well. For an ultimate despair, also being able to do like all that. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that either.
If she had cast one vote for Kibo, then it would be a tie, but...
Oh, there's no need to worry about that.
Izuru.
I didn't vote either.
What?
Just as I thought. You wanted Hope to win.
That's not it. We're friends, aren't we? There's no way I'd abandon you guys.
Friends? You've got no right saying that now!
I turned over a new leaf. I'm not lying. It's the truth. So, since the four of us abstained from voting, only Kibo's vote counts. No matter who he voted for, the only one who survives is Kibo. So, in other words, the winner is Hope. But Kibo said earlier that he'd sacrifice himself and take the punishment, right? So we're going to punish him. He'll be participating in the next killing game.
Hold it. Why are you punishing Kibo?
They didn't even do the vote yet.
If Kibo survives, then there's no need for him to be sacrificed.
It doesn't work like that. He needs to follow through on his words.
That's not fair! Are you twisting the rules again?
Really? Most people never watch the anime? I mean, I guess I could see. The games, it was hard for me to find the anime. It was hard. I was trying to actually look through legit ways to get it too. And then I had to turn to unlegit ways. but I was able to watch it. But yeah, it's
fine, because this is all fiction.
well, things that people were linking in Canada, I couldn't get. Because Canada has silly restrictions on some FTC content and so on. For example, Netflix. There's a bunch of shows on the US that I can't view, like The Arrow and other stuff. We have Flash and Supergirl, but not Arrow, not the Legends of Tomorrow and other stuff. It all comes down to various different copyrights. But yeah, I don't know. So it's like,
maybe it's a bit forced, but that's fiction for you, right? Well, since I didn't vote, I'll be killed with you guys. But I'll accept my death. If you guys are willing to die to stop the killing game, I'll die to continue it. Even if it's just fiction, I gave my life to make it. I've given my life to Danganronpa. And how about this for the next plotline?
yeah, the theme of this game is just to die. Die to
Hope
win.
has won, but the lone survivor, Kibo, remains trapped.
Like, usually they reveal what the votes were before they do all this exposition. But she's going on and on about
challenge
it.
the killing game anew. Will he be able to grasp true hope? Yeah, an ending like that can work, right?
What? This is the worst possible ending.
But this is bad. At this rate, our deaths will be meaningless.
Well, we already know the outcome, but we should follow protocol. Monokuma, please tell us the results.
Okay, then let's begin.
That whole bit was totally useless.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Who will win? Hope or despair?
It was all to build up to this big moment. The totality of what the results would be, depending what it is. No votes. All rise! Oof, that's C. I'm sorry, I couldn't get everything. Okay, it was tough. It was hard. Hard. I spent like 5 minutes or more on that. Ooh, A's everywhere else though. I got a level up. Huzzah!
What?
Why?
Oh, you know what would have been amazing? Is if I finished the game at level 53 as well. Oh. Young Fantasy wouldn't be happy. Oh, don't say that. I miss that. I really do.
What did you say?
What's going on? Didn't Kibo vote? I'm relieved.
It can't be.
Well, why? What is this?
Okay.
The world has changed. Huh?
That's true.
If Kibo refused to vote, that means the world has changed. It means the audience chose not to vote as well.
That's it.
They rejected this killing game.
What is that?
What? Okay. I'm going to call utter malarkey on that vote. There is no freaking way that one edgelord out there didn't vote. They must have had to have a threshold that needed to be reached. Because yeah, there definitely would have been trolls, not edgelords, that would have voted. Serves you right. That's what you get for breaking the rules like that. Oh, bots. Yes, that's true. Oh, or technically if there's a tie, would it count as no vote? I don't know. Hold on, is that really okay? Danganronpa's going to end? The killing game full of tense standoffs and backstabbings among friends?
Stop!
It's just going to abruptly end with season 53? Is that really okay? Hey, it happens all the time. Pushing Daisies, loved that TV series. Ended after the second season. Just boom, gone. It's like, what? So many good, really good series are just gone. Just ended for no reason, really. Pushing who? It's an older series. I don't expect many people to actually know about. Huh? Uh-oh, everybody's logging out. Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Your words can't reach them anymore.
That's it.
Gotcha. Well, you see, everybody was logging out, right? I just felt that was the perfect time for that to end too. You never appreciated us. It looks like you didn't appreciate the power of fiction. No one wants to hear you anymore. No one wants to hear your sick, twisted stories anymore. It's over. This is it. It's finished. It really is the end, isn't it? So what are we going to do now? Now that it's over, there are no need for any punishments.
No.
What a half-assed ending! This is no way to end Danganronpa!
Yeah.
No. It needs to end with a punishment, at the very least. I see.
Hey!
Now, if we continue to live after this, the choice we made won't really matter. The people will just want another killing game, so...
That's true.
So the only way we can stop this killing game is to kill ourselves. Got it! So let's just get it over with. Oh, he left Spike Chunsoft. Oh. And hates the fan base? Oh, man. It's going to end with everyone being annihilated? I never expected an ending like that. I don't have a punishment ready. I'll just leave it to Kibo.
Yes.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll be the one who ends this killing game. I'll bring this fiction to an end.
It's the will of the outside world. Destroy this entire fictional world and end the killing game. That is what the outside world wants.
I worked so hard to keep this going for 53 seasons, and now it's all over. Well, that's fine. If this is a world without killing games now, I don't want to be part of it. I have no interest in a world without Danganronpa. I guess this is it for us. No survivors. That's kind of a bummer.
It's okay.
But now, it's all over. The last ones to suffer from the killing games.
Okay.
Come on, everyone. We should be proud. We were able to change the world in the end.
Because...
If this is all just fiction, then everything we've achieved up till now might be a lie. Those lies, they changed the world. Even if we were just fictional characters someone made up,
That's it!
we were able to change the world.
All right.
You're right, I feel the same way. My plan was such a flawless copy, it even failed right at the end.
So I should be able to hold my head up high.
As a cosplay cat criminal, right?
Huh?
A cosplay cat criminal?
Everyone!
Very well, let's begin. Rather, let's end this. This is the will of the outside world. An ending for the series. If it was designed specifically to be the end of the series, I agree. It does fit. Cosplay cat cosplayer or whatever. Oh. Is where all theories stem from? Oh, interesting. I was expecting him to go up in like an atomic explosion to erase everything, not just shoot lasers everywhere. Bye-bye! So what of this cage? Okay, so maybe there is a big atomic blast. It's a movie theater. Oh boy. Oh, there always is. You can prove some things replaying the game, eh? Here, I'm just gonna put my controller down so this way I don't accidentally click anything. I did actually enjoy this. Now, the funny thing is, I enjoyed the meta because it made it a bit more personal. And you can kind of see the things in real life as well. I can see how a world would become like that. I mean, heck, the world was like that way back when, right? With like Colosseums and stuff. Although apparently gladiators were actually trained actors as opposed to just killing each other for fun. Somebody like, peace, walking out. Don't they know this is like a Marvel movie? There's always something after the credits. Choose your own adventure type. Could be, could be. But yeah, no. I think it's a very clear message to the player and the people in general. I think the stuff that they watch, play, or whatever does not influence them. And that's the thing, yeah, no, I agree. Everything could be a very big medium, right? It's like, it's huge. There's all kinds of ways that things reflect it. Yes, Cheese, I am very thankful. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm very happy that... And it was like Kismet. It had to... It was meant to be because... Like, you mentioned it to me. I looked into it, oh, okay, kind of interesting. And then, boom. Like, the next day, Steam had it, the whole thing offered, like, for 75% off. So I was like, oh. Okay. I guess I'm going to get this then. It was all nice and cheap and easy to do. Now it's your turn to recommend. Well, first thing I'm going to say is anybody, while I am open for recommendations of games, that doesn't 100% guarantee that I will play them on stream. Because it's got to be something I find interesting and that I'm not going to hate streaming, because honestly, you guys would get so bored with that. I'm just totally not into it while I'm streaming it. What's the funny thing? I only discovered this series a few months ago. Yeah, I've had a few people telling me about the Zero Escape series. And I mean, it actually has some parallels with Danganronpa in the fact that it's killing games and puzzles and what have you, except it's a bit more serious. It's not as anime, I think. Oh, I like how the crowd's slowly leaving. So I'm debating whether I want to, if I do go that route, if I want to start from the very beginning of the Zero Escape ones, and then work my way up to AI Somnia. So you think you've gone through a decade's worth of this series in less than a third of the year? Oh man. Angie, Atua would like to let you know that he will always be with you. You see, and that would be fun because we can all... One of the favorite part, like when I played the Council, one of my favorite parts of that game was when we were all working together to solve that one stupid Bible puzzle and some of the other puzzles in there that were really tough. It was actually a lot of fun having a raid chip, and people didn't know how it worked. Yeah, that Bible puzzle, I know, right? It was a pain in the arse, a huge one, but it was a lot of fun. Everybody trying, like us, figuring it out together. And while puzzle games aren't really my thing normally, having interaction with you all for that was actually made it really enjoyable. Like Angie, where she made a religious cult. Yeah, that was tough. I mean, she did. She was interesting to me in the fact that she was actually really good at manipulation, actually more so than Kokichi, I'd say. Because she was super subtle about it and everything as well, right? Kokichi was a lot more overt, like, oh, I'm lying. Oh, you wouldn't think that, right? But no. You've acquired the new theme, Danganronpa 53. Look at the employee. Oh no, I'm an employee now! It makes sense, actually. A variety cushion? To each their own roulette. Oh my goodness, an Easter egg? Sure, we'll save. We strongly recommend that you save the game. Okay. Then I guess I will save the game. Come on, save going to so bad. Just better than Kokichi when it came to manipulation. That's why it's gonna be like, yeah, no, totally. There was no after. Wait, I can't push a button. There we go. There's your scene. It was fake.
Are you okay?
Yeah, somehow.
I'm sort of stuck here. Someone help me out.
Himiko, careful.
Ah, that explains it. Okay. Because he saw the rubble moving. He smiled and then he dashed away and exploded. So that was his way of knowing that he's like, yeah, okay, good, they're still alive. I'm out of here.
I'm saved.
We made it. Hey, how were we saved? Why are we still alive?
Yeah, why are we alive? I wonder...
The killing game is over. Class trials are over. The fictional world is over. So then, where are we? Another fictional world after the fiction has ended? What's left for us here? Everyone's killing game closing ceremony. Oh dear. Chosen the main 6 to 5 past games. Shuichi, Himiko, and Taru. Kokichi, eh? Interesting. We were silent for a long while, staring into the other side, where we continued to hope, and they continued to torture us. The outside world. 53 times hope moved forward. 53 times the suffering continued. The world on the other side of the fiction. The real world.
So, what do we do now?
We didn't think of a plan for what to do after. I thought that was the end of us back there.
But we survived.
Technically, yeah. No, it's true. I mean, Kokichi was pranking us. It's just a prank, bro. Relax, it's just a prank. Because that's what he was. Well, according to the flashback light. It made him that way. But yeah, as more flashback lights were introduced, he got more and more, yeah.
And that's the truth.
Wait.
Okay.
Thornton laughed about. Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, he was laughing about it, which was. I mean, yeah, Gonta still did the deed, but Kokichi. Yeah, I don't know. It seems as though we don't really have a choice. We can't stay here anymore. But I don't get it. Seriously, how are we still alive? When this world destroyed itself, I thought we'd go down with it.
You're right.
Kibo probably saved us. Made sure we didn't die. Why would he do that? There's no point of us escaping to the outside world. We're just fictional characters. Did Kibo save us because he's acting on what the outside world wanted?
No.
Maybe this is what the outside world wanted. For us to live?
Okay.
That's right. In addition to ending all this, the outside world wanted us to live. I suppose the outside world wanted this lie to become the truth. So come on everyone, let's head outside with confidence.
Remember,
the outside world is waiting. To the outside world, huh? I wonder what kind of world it is. Peaceful world with no fighting and no despair. That's what Tsumugi said, right?
You're right.
Yeah, she wasn't lying. Might be a lie.
Because...
Remember the last thing Tsumugi said? That was such a flawless copy, it even failed right at the end. So I should be able to hold my head up high as a cosplay cat criminal. I don't know what that means.
If I remember correctly...
She said copy. I mean, she must have been copying someone, right?
What?
What does that mean? What indeed?
What did you say?
What? You don't know?
But...
Well, I have some theories. Perhaps Hope's Peak Academy and the Remnants of Despair really exist. Maybe Tsumugi was just basing her performance on them.
Hey!
So Tsumugi lied about this whole world being just fiction?
What did you say?
What, a surprise ending?
No.
No, I don't really know for sure. She might have been lying when she said copy. If she were telling the truth, then it would make sense that that was a lie. What do you mean that? But Tsumugi showed us, the way we were when we first arrived.
Huh?
Well, what am I wearing?
How nice!
Looking good. Now you look more like Ultimates. Huh? Ultimates? Really?
So...
Next up, the memory you've all been waiting for.
You guys are ready?
Hell yeah, get ready. Once the seal's broken, we'll be in the domain, the killing game. Killing game?
Could it be...
I mean, we were selected?
All right.
Great, really? All right. Oh, really? I'm selected for it too?
But...
Still don't believe it. I can't believe that any of us would volunteer for this. We forgot everything about our old selves after that first flashback light, didn't we?
If I remember correctly.
That's what Tsumugi said, but something been bugging me about that. Even if we were obsessed with this killing game, I still can't believe we would participate in it. I don't believe it. But I don't really have any logic behind that. Like Kaido's hunches, huh?
What's the point?
Anyway, there's no way for us to check when we all applied to the academy, right?
Okay.
Yeah. What? We can't check? So in the end, we still don't know what was true or not. The fictional world ends here, and the real world lies out there. Perhaps just beyond here is the truth. But maybe it isn't.
Don't tell me.
Maybe it's all still fiction, that world, or maybe Danganronpa still continues in that world, or maybe the outside world is the same as this world. It might be a world filled with lies. Well, if we can get out of here, we'll know for sure. Yeah, but I feel like there's not too much meaning in truth and lies. What do you mean? I mean that even if something's a lie, even if it's fiction,
Remember,
has the power to change the world, then it must contain some kind of truth.
aren't we proof of that? In this fictional world, we overcame all these fictional struggles. But those things changed us, and we were able to change the world. So it doesn't really matter where the truth ends and where the lies begin. If lies can change the world just as well as the truth can, then lies are just another way of telling the truth. Some lies can lead the world to hope. Some truths can lead the world to despair. So I don't think anyone can really say which is more right in the end.
I guess it's not important whether it's a truth or lie, just what it leads to. Yeah, that's what I believe. Like white
We
lies.
stand with one foot in fiction and one foot in reality.
Then, we need to see for ourselves whether this fictional world has changed the outside world, and what we can do from this point on.
You're right. We can't stay in this fictional world forever. It's already over. We gotta take all the experience we earned in this world and go on to the next.
Yeah, let's go. We'll see what this world gained and what it lost, and all the rest. Let's find out together.
To the other side of this world, to the other side of fiction. Let's find out together what we could accomplish. Story lives on. I'm sure even now, even on the other side, it lives on there as well. And thus, the story lives on. Was this lie able to change something? Was this lie able to change someone? Was this lie able to change the world? Was able to change even the smallest thing? Then the story isn't over. Alright, I've got thoughts on this. I've got thoughts. But we'll wait till I'm sure this is the very, very end. Okay. So it looks like this is the end. Cool. Yeah. So. First of all. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, first of all, I really liked the ending up to the credits. It was actually pretty good. Like I said, I enjoyed the meta and how they were explaining everything and changing the world, lies, fiction becoming reality, fiction being able to change how people view things. Beautiful. This whole after credit scene felt like a cheap cop-out to me. Cheap cop-out. Because, oh, guess what? They lived. Oh, it's like it was just there to throw some open-endedness into it that they can do. Oh, they can do more games or whatever. Again, that's the point. Yeah. But it's, once again, it cheapens sacrifices and stuff, right? That was my complaint about the Danganronpa 3 anime as well. About what happens with Kyoko and the poison to help bring that hope for Makoto and everything. And then, oh, I'm back! Ha, 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 ha. I really hated that too. So I feel this ending was Spike Chunsoft. Yeah, because they want to do another Danganronpa without the creator. Didn't really care about it. Now, was it that you just don't care about the end credit things or the ones before? You see, and the thing is, I can understand why, if you really liked the first chapter of Danganronpa, being told in number 3 that it was all just a pile of fiction. See, at the same time, that doesn't mean that was thrown out, that anything's different. It just means that it was a story to influence this one, that they wouldn't take it. It's like all these books that get made into real movies. And that's why I'm not upset about that. And I can see that's perfectly fine. Because it's still in here. It's still being referenced in its entirety and everything as well. Didn't care about them surviving. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. It's like, the surviving part is a little silly. And just, yeah. I'm happy. Small needs a hug. Maki needs all the hugs. Maki, poor Maki. And the epilogue. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't faked. I know, and I felt that was kind of tacked on, because by doing that, what you've done is then you've cheapened the whole story and arc of Danganronpa V3. Because it now makes, it's like those movies and games where you wake up at the end, it was all a dream, it never happened. Or did it? And then you're like, well, what? There's nothing at the end. Whereas right here, it's a properly closed off arc. Whereas like, okay, yeah, no, it was probably fictional. It was all fictional. And then we've changed the world. Everything, Danganronpa's done. Yes, true. In fact, I even got throws in some Impact the Worlds for you there. So it's there. And then, yeah. The V3. I'm very confused about the copy cosplay cat criminal. That one was just weird. It's like, what? Alright, however, we're getting a bit into the later portions of the evening here, so I am going to call it there. So you all have yourselves a fabulous night. If you want to continue the conversation, feel free to head on over to the Discord. We can chat in the Storytime channel there, where we can continue. Or if you know about those theories, feel free to paste them there, post them there, or whatever it is. And we can kind of discuss and do whatever with that. And then what's next on the channel? Well, True Impact. We've got a couple games coming up. I believe I'm going to be doing a Contradiction, the mystery or is it? It's a murder mystery FMV game. So there's going to be exploring. It's going to be live actors acting stuff out as we're exploring, finding stuff, and solving mysteries. So it's kind of still mystery themed. But yeah, it's more murder mystery and not anime. It's real characters, actual actors. So it's going to be interesting. And then after that, we'll be doing Phantasmagoria, which once again is another live action FMV game, but it's for classic, way back in the Sierra, like, old-timey stuff. Gonna be good times. So anyways, you have yourselves a great night. We'll see you when we go live again on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have yourselves a great night.
Raiders detected. Welcome and enjoy your stay.
Woo! What's up, Bess? How's it doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Did you finish? You must have finished. There's no way you would stay up this late if you didn't finish. Thank you for the raid, dude. Hello, everybody from Vesever's raid. How's it going? How was the ending? Who was the killer? Spoil it for me right now.